Jake's Jammers versus Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association, and we're off to the races. All right, they're on their top side. I am headed bot, and that is exactly what we see. Wait, my Pop-Tart's getting a beautiful QE onto Black Lily as Doofies heads over with that EQ from Leona, and Black Lily forced to barrier as it looks like that is going to be the end. Forced to flash away. Doofies gets that flash Q onto Black Lily as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts takes first blood. And it looks like Soul Point is well within reach for Jake's Jammers. Poggle Shark attacking Black Lily, looking to get in. The public execution lands onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts as Poggle is looking to do as much damage as possible. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts does fall, but not before Poggle is also going to fall. Mina the Assassin and Doofies also taking too much damage from Skippy McSkipper as this looks to be a pentakill. Oh, they're giving it. They're trying to let... Oh, there it is! A pentakill for Skippy McSkipper on Hui. In just 2 spells, Skippy McSkipper is able to root and destroy as they send out an ult and a QW to Doofies. Shark Attack flash ult, and Doofies is going to fall to Black Lily's rocket as now with that red buff, it is just a complete tear into the blue team here. And with that, that looks to be a very, very secure dragon for Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association with their nearly 7,000 gold lead and just beautiful amount of damage being poured out of Hui. Dangerous as Quaib is now potentially the one being collapsed on. King Yeti, Mina the Assassin and Strawhead Zangi are here. Poggle looking to help as Doofies is coming down as well. Quaib in a bit of danger. The ult gets launched by King Yeti as Shark Attack tries to flash ult in, does not get a full stun as Mina the Assassin is able to stun his, and Skippy McSkipper gets the kill onto Syndra up there as a Super Mega Death Rocket comes out from Jinx this time to secure the kill onto Poggle. Jake's Jammers instead saying, hey, if they're going to Baron, let's take one Drake. The public execution comes out from Poggle to try and get onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts. Instead, Starhead Zangi tries to get onto the backline here. Instead, it just gets immediately shut down as the Doofies ult comes out onto Quaib and onto Poggle. And we'll see Quaib nearly falling, but instead does not as all 5 members complete a full ace onto Jake's Jammers. Like 30 seconds before anyone is up on Jake's Jammers. This game is over. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid and clear.
And they're still trying for the Drake just to pad the stats a little bit.
Got Quaib trying to finish up that Drake, but this game solidly in the hands of Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association as we finish game 1 of the night in just 33 minutes. As we are now ready to start game 2 of the night. Ooh, big danger zone. Ooh. C9 Soups is stunned, ignited, and the flashes come out, but will it be enough as Tiltree Clinton able to get a beautiful ignite as both summoners are spent and Sky will be felled for first blood headed over to Tiltree Clinton.
As Warwick comes starting running in bot lane, hot on the heels of Tiltree Clinton and Five Alicia. Will he dive the turret? Yes, he does. He flashes and he gets the support kill, but unfortunately the turret turns around and kills him in return.
Yeah, ooh, okay, Jogon committed here. Ooh, but the ults come out from both Five Alicia and, ooh, the ult is popped by Sky as they are able to get a shutdown onto Tiltree Clinton, and Jogon just trying to walk out of there. The minion will secure the kill for Tiltree Clinton as Five Alicia trying to get away from Sky. Just
they're just pushing, Tiltree and Five Alicia are pushing into the mid turret. Stop the recall of Xayah by Felicia comes in and tries to run away from the Swain. Swain ults, killing... Oh, and everybody comes in to kill the illustrious bot lane of Vygar's Vixens.
Yeah, a beautiful collapse from all 5 members, or all 4 members, I should say, that are alive of Zyra Zaddy's. If I were Sky or Zane Zephyr coming in, especially now seeing that Five Alicia and Cake Monster are right behind. Sky looking for a root, pops that ult, and they're looking for Five Alicia. Zanya's as Blazing Bowman gets onto Jogon. Jogon forced to ult away, but Sky is able to get that kill onto Five Alicia. Now with a blue buff, they're looking to get Cake Monster here. Zane Zephyr launching the Dark Binding, unfortunately not able to connect. Blazing Bowman coming right back around as Sky gets the root, and now it is a potential collapse of 4 members of the red team. Nasus pops that ult, getting onto Zane Zephyr. Zane Zephyr is going to fall as Cake Monster follows them all the way across with that flash. C9 Snoops trying to flash away, but will it be enough? They do get the root on, but the Wither is coming out as Motan Bob secures that kill. And it looks like a Mountain Drake to secure Soul Point for Vhagar's Vixens. Jogon and C9 Snoops are in a position to contest. Sky on the way. Okay, Alicia once again rooted and being burned down by that Dragon forced to flash out as Zane Zephyr pops that ult. Blazing Bowman is trying to get on top of them, fleeing, rooted, stunned, but it is not enough as Blazing Bowman secures this kill onto Sky, and Zane Zephyr likely going to fall, and C9 Snoops also in such danger from the Brand burn and Motown Bob's burn. Without the Baron, they may just look to take an inhibitor here. Jogon wants blood though, launching the ult onto Alicia, but Tiltry Clinton is here for a little bit of help, gets all of the combo out, but Jogon is going to be able to get that kill. Beautifully done. Sky in danger as Cake Monster jumps on and gets the kill there as Kib forced to flash out, and the Jogon just with 10% of their HP, maybe even less. Blazing Bowman quickly gets the Q onto them. Cake Monster continues the assault. This may be the end for red side here, as it's now 3 members down, 23 seconds until Sky comes back up, and 4 members of the blue team launching an assault on the mid lane. They're taking the inhibitor, even though it looks like Nexus is pretty open. Let's see. They take the second inhibitor, and that is going to be nearly the end of the game, as only Jogon is about to respawn. Will he be able to push them away? Ooh. Looks like the intimidation check seems to be working. Oh no, Jogon's stuck in place, stunned, rooted, and that will be a lot of damage coming out from Brand and Syndra. 1 Nexus turret is gone as Sky opens up their ult and tries to get onto Tiltry Clinton. Does not land that root, and Zane Zephyr does not hit the Dark Binding onto Alicia, as Alicia now running away. Jogon able to get onto there. Cake Monster ults, and Jogon ults in return. It looks like it's going to be a full ace from the red side as Nasus still ult ghosts, gets onto the Nexus, and quickly dispatches with this game, as game 2 of the night goes to Vhagar's Vixens in quite a dominating fashion. We are ready to begin our last game of the night. We see what they each want. Shark Attack landing a beautiful hook onto the star, gets on, the ignites are traded out, and Shark Attack is going to fall as Whitefire flashes forward for first blood. The star still raring to go as both lethal tempos are stacked up. The barrier comes out from Black Lily as well as the star. The star able to get an E beautifully onto Black Lily that saves Whitefire. And it is a double kill in the bot lane for Xayah. What was a growing gold gap has narrowed just a little bit back as, ooh, Jules is caught by Shark Attack's hook. And Jules is in big danger as Quaib gets the stun onto them. But Pest able to get a lot of damage out. Ooh, the ult from Pest does not get the stuns necessary, but Quaib will fall to Pest. Now Shark Attack, Skippy Skipper, and Black Lily forced to run away. The Ignite comes out, and the Swift March will get a double kill for Pest as Shark Attack falls. Yeah, we'll see. Quaib is very strong at the moment. With 4 kills, 2 deaths, and that Heartsteel and Volcanic Record. Oh, another one is Poggle, level 17, trying to get onto Durganoon, but Jules is here, and Whitefire in tow for the disengage. Jules may fall to Poggle as the Poggle launches their ult and gets the healing that they need. Durganoon is going to fall as well as they continue the 2v1. The star.
Who can push the lane more, Cass or Fiora?
Okay, we've got Fiora coming in onto Pest as the Miasma comes down. We'll see if Pest is going to be able to 2v1. Poggle, oh, dodges the Cassiopeia ult, and it launches the Ignite as Pest will fall solo. Not even needing the help from Skippy Skipper. Poggle has proven, nope, I'm the one you need to be worried about in this game.
It really is, yeah. And I think, I don't know, like Echo is stacking. Ooh.
There we have Shark Attack walking blind into Jules as Jules has taken over this part of the jungle, and Pest, the Star, and Jules are able to get the first kill that will make a difference as Shark Attack has 40 seconds left.
I'd like to point out that Fiora teleported to base and is trying to get all the inhibs that they can, and only Mordekaiser is turning to answer that.
Yeah, here we go. It's one final siege. It seems to be as the Jules is able to get onto them. Pestilence, a beautiful ult onto Skippy Skipper. Skippy Skipper forced to ult away as Durganoon launches them into the ult. And Jules is going to get a kill onto Fiora as both Nexus turrets fall. And this is securely a game for Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies as they have taken game 3 of the night. Pest, Whitefire, Jules, Durganoon, the Star, standout performances also from Pago, Quaib, Skipper, Black Lily, and Shark-Attack, but it's not enough as Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies takes the last game of the night.
Was it shop.cmsaesports.com?
Exactly.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night. Tune in next week. We're gonna know at least who's nominated for each category, for each role, and we'll be talking about. Tune in. We'll see what we talk about next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
And hello, everyone. Oops, let's not show the lobby just yet. Welcome in, everyone, as we are getting ready, Mike, for week 7. The second to the last week.
One.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, second to last week, yes.
Were you about to say it's the last week?
I thought it was. I thought that's what they just said in the announcement. So apparently,
no.
I was squandering my time and not listening. I'm sorry, John.
No, you're okay. It is our second to last week, and now, perhaps more than ever, now that the invitational votings are open, everyone is going to be putting in their best performances. We are going to start our night watching the Pearl League. And here in the Pearl League, we do know who's nominated for each role.
Oh, we do? Okay.
At least I do.
Oh, you mean nominated for, like...
For the invitationals, to represent...
Gotcha.
Yes, to represent
you gonna make me
each... You may be able to guess. It might be that almost every person is represented because there are quite a few nominees for each category.
Oh, I got you. The nominations. Okay.
Yes.
So not who is actually.
We will
so everybody
find
voted
out.
For themselves.
Yeah, it's possible everyone could vote for themselves, but we're selecting 2 each, and so
yeah, I know.
We will see this Friday or this Saturday who is going to represent on the A team and the B team. No order intended for the invitationals on September 1st for the Pearl League. And we've got in the top lane, will it be Gogi Daddy, Space Dandy, Shrimp Wheels, Blazing Bowman, Third Person, or John? I have my suspicion of at least someone who's going to make it up to the top of that list. I know Blazing Bowman has some standout performances that I've called out in the past, so not sure if he will be ending up in the invitationals, but definitely one to watch out for up there. Then in the jungle, we've got Kazik. Definitely a top contender there. Alex Foes, yep. Ghost Orzov, Cake Monster, Tsuna Albane, Juniper, and Kib. All names that I remember calling out on the streams as the ganks come in from the jungle.
As I'm sure laners have screamed in their dreams at night when they wake up, right?
It's like, oh my god, it's Ghost Orzov! All right.
Where is it? It's Kha'Zix from the jungle.
Right. Then in the mid lane, got Gasians, C9 Snoops, Zane Zephyr, Squall, Psy Hero, and Motown Bob. And then in the bot lane, we've got Toki, Frosty Penguins, Calamity Shades, Gunny, Black Lily, DRK, and Tiltree Clinton. And in the support role for Pearl, we've got Phi Belisha, Spellfire, Medeo, Zoe Relibear, and last but not least, Latimer. Latimer, who's had standout performances and quite a few flawless weeks this season. So I could imagine Lad up there.
And quite a fan of the Lux ult we have.
Yeah. The Lux ult. That was when they were playing mid lane too, so a pretty diverse set of champions there.
That's right. It was. You're right. I thought it was support. That's my bad. Yeah, well, Lad.
That would be even crazier.
I told you we should have had a he was a good interview idea. He went through and he did A to Z support. He played every support and had to win it. He didn't quit until he won a game with every champion. So like starting with Azir or whoever the first champion is. Aatrox, yeah.
That double A like Aardvark.
Aatrox to Zyra.
Nice. Okay, and in this game, we've got a few of our contenders in the game. In fact, I believe almost everyone that I just named is in this game. at least somewhere around the map. We've got Lad, we've got Gunny, we've got DRK, we've got Kazikasik, we've got Space Dandy, we've got Shades, we've got Gasians, we've got Black Lily, when we've got Red of the South and Sky. This is going to be the first game of the night, and let's see, who are we gonna have on each side? I know we got Zyra's Zaddies, as they are gonna be facing against Orn's Otters.
Okay. And we notice here that Gasians is top lane. So that means that we're going to have a Nautilus, perhaps?
It could be. I mean, you know what we've noticed also is on stream, at least in the past 2 weeks, when Gasians appears, Nautilus disappears in the ban phase. And I'm curious, you know, when it's top lane, sure, for mid, forcing Gasians off of Nautilus, where as a mid laner, they're able to perform some of those support functions that Nautilus is known for outside of the mid lane, just by following their jungler around or being able to deal with the squishy mid lane mages that sometimes appear. But in the top lane, what's the thinking from red side here as they're going to ban in this first set? Is it let Nautilus play? He's not going to get a solo kill in lane, is he?
Only time will tell, right? And there's been a prediction of Sejuani top lane, which I believe happened last week, if I'm not mistaken. It was either last week or the week before.
Yeah, I do remember that Sejuani top. And so we are now ready with Zyra's Zaddies making the first bans of the game. And right away we see Mordekaiser out of here. And who could that be for? One Space Dandy, perhaps? And then we've got Jinx ban heading down into the bot lane, followed by a Zac ban for Kazikasik. That is no surprise, of course, as Kazikasik's on red side on Orange Otters.
Yep, and they are quite a fan of the Zac, which I believe got through last week, and it will not happen again.
Yeah, and we see so many steals come from that fling over the pits, the epic pits.
No Nautilus ban, no Sejuani ban, Gasian's first pick. What's happening?
Yeah. And instead we've got Gasians going for Ashe, and we'll see if Nautilus is among the next two. As you know, if I were to let Nautilus go on blue side here to pick it in the second round, when you know Gasians doesn't have a champ in that second round of bans, I would say throw it at him. Perhaps there's no reason not to.
And John saying in the chat, you know it's Pearl when there's a Yorick ban, and I'm taking that as a personal attack, John. And I'm going to leave it at that. Yorick,
strong contender for most annoying champion to be able to split push without even needing to be in the lane. Split pushing, obviously, we know, not the easiest thing to deal with for a lot of our top laners that are chosen. Right. Name one person who likes playing against Yoricks. Not me. Certainly not me.
I was just in a game where there was a split pushing trundle, and that's a problem. Any top laner that split pushes, not so much a fan.
Yeah,
especially when I'm Soraka.
Oh yeah, and no movement abilities at all. So rounding out the picks on each side, we've got Ashe Leona in the bot lane. Meanwhile, Misfortune Seraphine as the response. And then we've got both junglers, Warwick and Amumu. This is pretty standard, what we're seeing here. We've got the bot lane and the junglers chosen. And we've got a Sejuani ban coming out from red side.
Hey, that could be Ashe top. You don't know. You don't know.
It could definitely not be. I'm sorry. I'm not going to allow that in this game. We're going to play lol sketch if that's Ashe top. No, not really. But certainly it looks like we've got Latimer on Leona, and
you know Gasians is there seeing that as like a Oh, it's like that, is it? All right, I'm going Ash top.
Okay, yep, the passive. And there we have the Nautilus ban does come out from Oran's Otters, forcing Gasians onto something else in the top lane. More common than you think. I think I know exactly how common it is, and that's part of the reason why it should not be here.
This is like, I'm on the edge of my seat. Who's gonna be top lane?
Oh, and there we have it. Looks like Tristana mid being picked for Oran's Otters, and in response we've got Lux. And we shall see how we round out this team for Zyra Zaddies on the blue side.
Lux Leona. Oh, interesting. I thought. Okay.
Ooh, and the Shen pick comes out.
Well, it's not over yet. Yep, Shen. Okay.
See, I like Shen in this. Yeah, right? 2 global ults. And we've got Bruiser, Tank, support that is engage, as well as that mid lane control mage at range. Mid lane control and burst, really, from Lux. And so I feel we're rounding out the team there very nicely. While we have instead, on the right side, a line the ultimates for Misfortune, and then Tristana mid. Which I do like Tristana mid into mages in the mid lane. So I might give Tristana a little bit of an advantage over Lux if she is aggressive. If she's able to dodge the Lux abilities and stay aggressive, perhaps that's the advantage. But other than that, it looks like this is all in on coordinated CC for Oran's Otters.
Right. And it's I think it could work, right? And then you can ignore a turret with Volibear. So I don't know.
That's true.
We'll see. Although I'm still I don't know what the word is. I'm still a little nervous. Not nervous is the wrong word. Apprehensive that I just don't know. The team seems too normal for
Gasians. Right.
Yeah, he usually likes to go like, I don't know, something unique.
Yes, but I think when we did see Nautilus banned out in the mid lane for Gasians, they did turn to a control mage. I think they played Syndra, if they didn't play against Syndra, where I'm like, okay, when Nautilus is out, we do return to some level of meta here, and it looks like we've got that going on. It could be Shen support Leona top. But that, again, Mike, would only be catering to the Pearl meta, not anything that I wish to occur.
I wholeheartedly agree, although I don't think it's the Pearl meta per se. It's just the Gasians meta.
The Gasians meta, there you go. Yeah. Or the Pinky Soup, although I believe that was Ruby last season.
I was doing this.
Yeah.
I was doing this before you even said it. Like, this is what that means. Pinky.
Yeah.
Pinky Soup.
Oh, okay. I wasn't watching you, so I didn't see if you were giving hints.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Thresh would have been a good. I'm excited about this game. We're gonna see. It's down to brass tacks, like you said. It's the last week. Everybody's got to show up. Everybody's got to try to get that extra vote for the invitationals to see if they can play. 3 more games.
Right. And, if we keep track of the games that we've watched today, we are going to be watching 2 Pearl games and just 1 Ruby game today. So how about we hold ourselves to this? If you don't want to vote publicly, Mike, based off of the games today of who you might vote for, at least maybe I would hold myself to, this is someone to look out for. They might be in the invitationals. I'm not going to give my vote necessarily because we're not watching all the games like you are participating in all the games if you're playing and listening right now. But of course, we've got that bird's eye view. We're seeing the strategy happen. And so I'll just give my friendly recommendation. This is who might end up in the Pearl invitationals and in the Ruby invitationals just from who we've seen today. So we'll be keeping an eye out.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I'll name names. I'm
not, you will.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
You're messy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and we're about to begin in just a few seconds where we will find out, like Jogon says, is it a Mumu top? I would think Volibear top a Mumu jungle, but we will see in just a few seconds. We've got Yaba. John, I need this drawing pad. Teach me your ways. Yes, if you are in the chat right now and you want to have the chance of winning a beautiful, awesome digital drawing pad for desktop and laptop, PCs, I
know what that
believe.
is. Is that just like you plug it in and you can draw stuff on a computer?
You can use a stylus and have this little tablet in front of you, so it instead of using your mouse, you need it for Osu. If you want to play Osu and not have to get carpal tunnel from moving your hand around too much with the mouse, also a good use for it, perhaps. But if you want to enter, go ahead and hit that little envelope button when you've got channel points and earn those tickets, or you can subscribe for a chance to enter, or you could boost the Discord, join the CMSA Discord and boost it. And you can have the chance to win at the raffle at the end of the month.
Like it.
I like it. I probably don't have a use for the highlights. Thank you for the fart.
Hey,
I thought that was the star at first.
I was just about to say it wasn't our resident farter.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't have a use for it, the drawing pad, but you know, I have definitely people it could be gifted to, so I will be joining the raffle as well.
Like it. Yeah, same. So all we have to do is subscribe or sub. Or make the channel or the Discord better in some sort of way.
Yeah, and boost in the Discord. All right, and here we are. It is the beginning of week 7. It is the second to last week of the season, and we're going to begin the first game. It's the Pearl League, Zyra Zaddies versus Orange Otters. All right, and we see the pings coming out. Black Lily and Vladimir are headed down, and DRK and Shade's not willing to take control. Ooh, they will be trying to take control of these bushes.
Shen getting a little saucy, going in and
Asian's doing
a little something.
Yeah, nice ward on Kha'Zix's red buff.
I don't think Kha'Zix's even aware of it.
He might not be. Okay.
We got complete opposite jungles, right? Warwick's bot, Amumu's top, but Shen is really being a little pushy as he goes in and pushes Amumu off of his red. Just giving him a little something to think about, I guess.
And the red does slightly reset. That is unfortunate for Kha'Zix. It's going to waste a little bit of time. But Gunny able to chase down Gatians and get Gatians to half HP as now Red of the South and Gatians might look to collapse. In the meantime, Space Dandy, free lane up in the top lane.
Yeah, I mean that was good that he it was good that Gatians got, Amumu off of red, but unfortunately it really set Volibear ahead here.
Oh, and here we have Vladimir dumping in onto DRK. DRK forced to heal, and with the ignite coming out from Vladimir, that will be first blood as Seraphine falls.
So,
wow.
That was personal.
Yeah, that definitely, Lad, perhaps showing DRK, hey, if you want to play support, you gotta come through me. Okay, Gaijin's forced into a kind of desperate position. Oh, Sky goes for a gank onto Gunny, launches their Q, and the fear comes out, and Gunny will avoid that binding from Red of the South. Oh, and then flash in as Gunny is looking for blood. The flash does not convert to a kill.
Get it. I thought he was going to get one more shot.
Oh. Red of the South is forced to back away from that, though. Oh, as Gunny will take a turret shot. Uh-oh, dangerous equalization, a little bit of HP down there in the mid lane. Okay.
Right, that ricochet could end up in death if Lux
here we
sticks around a little bit too long.
If we have Sky coming
Warwick
back
coming in for the
for a
kill.
gank. Oh, and with the cleanse coming in just a little bit too early, Gunny is going to fall to that gank from Sky.
Got that dog in him.
Yeah, Sky is ready to camp the mid lane, apparently, at least for that kill onto Gunny, because after seeing that flash come through, I mean, if I were Sky, I'd be saying, all right, if you're willing to flash for that, what are you not gonna have flash for next?
Exactly. And how can I abuse that?
Right. And just as I'm realizing, it is Misfortune in the mid lane instead of Tristan in the mid lane, but still, we were able to see how Misfortune was able to do a little bit of bullying onto Lux. Even though, you know, it's the AD mid lane versus a control mage, able to put out damage even when their spells are not up. We'll see.
Right.
Ooh, Black Lily going in on Shades. The flash E comes out from Vladimir, and Shades is then forced to W away, not able to have it for a re-engage as this massive wave is headed into their turret.
Yeah, forcing Tristana to use her W defensively is a good tactic. Right, like.
Yeah, 100%. And looks like we've got Sky encroaching on Kha'Zix's jungle. Kha'Zix able to secure their chickens, and with one level advantage, looks like they have.
Actually, look at that though, Warwick, I'm sorry, Kha'Zix, even though he had such a delay of game early on, is still, little under 10 farm over.
Yeah, I mean that's two camps basically that they've got an advantage of. So Sky is gonna need to pick up the pace, maybe.
But Warwick did get a kill, so.
True, and we've got just a slight level advantage for Space Dandy being in lane a bit longer than Gasians. Not going for that turret dive though, for fear perhaps of being stunned in place. As Gunny once again looking for blood takes a turret shot, as they're going to continue to push this wave in and push their minor lead into something perhaps a little greater as they reach 2 times about the CS of their lane opponent.
Kha'Zix looking like he wants to come in on. Oh.
And a beautiful ult comes out from Gunny Hartman to get that Red of the South Lux kill, which then emboldens Kha'Zix to jump onto the chickens as pings are coming out for the dragon. Perhaps Vladimir able to collapse here. It looks like got some dancing around the dragon as Kha'Zix pops that vision plant. Okay, Kha'Zix feeling brave, wanting to stick around for this dragon. Vladimir able to secure a little bit of vision there. Okay, it looks like CS gaps all around the map. The only advantage that Zyra currently has is in the bot lane, with Black Lily's advantage over Shades currently, but we'll see if that will be able to be equalized as Vladimir is spending a lot of time helping Sky take the first Drake of the game.
Right, and that's a pretty big lead bot lane too.
And the first Drake will go to Zyra as an engage from Vladimir onto Kha'Zix. The ult comes out from Red of the South, and with that ignite, Kha'Zix will fall to Vladimir as that is a 1 for none, as Gunny Hartman, DRK, and Shades are unable to make any other connections onto Zyra.
Gunny is doing a really good job of being aggressive against that Lux there. And rotating, but unfortunately it was just too late to save Kha'Zix.
Yeah, and Black Lily alone in this lane without Vladimir is still very scary to deal with, as their long range and being able to dodge a lot of DRK's abilities is forcing Orange Otters into a desperate position here.
And has a massive gold lead. I'm not sure how much of it is actualized. It looks like at least, oh yeah, they've got a couple of minor items on them.
Yeah. Those components do make the difference in the early game, especially as Ashe is looking to chase down. Ooh, another beautiful ult comes out from Gunny Hartman. An auto Q and another auto. Uh-oh. And Red of the South gets the Shen ult. And Gagents will be able to save Red of the South and secure the kill onto Gunny Hart, or allow Red to secure the kill onto Gunny Hartman. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Black Lily gets the kill onto Shades as Vladimir is now forced into a bad position with DRK. DRK flashes forward to get the kill, and now Black Lily is able to chase down DRK through the jungle, flashing and cleansing as Black Lily gets a double there.
So I had the Gagent's running away from Space Dandy. Is Space Dandy just decides to turn and go back and maybe... All right, he's going home.
He's going home, as what we didn't see was Kazik falling to Gagents in the Grubs pit while that bot lane fight was happening.
So I was wondering this too, like the MF, like the damage didn't seem right. So the chat, Marmelian noticed this in the chat as well. That's an AP Misfortune.
Yeah, the AP burn build on Misfortune. Ooh, a Q binds from Red of the South onto Gunny Hartman, and then the instant ult.
Going for the ult damage on Misfortune, because I believe that's what scales the most AP wise on her, right?
The E, like her E is definitely AP. I believe her ult scales a little bit with both. I'm not sure if it's higher on the AP side. I would imagine not, because of just how much damage comes out from crit Misfortune. I would need to look at the numbers, but I'd be surprised if it has a higher AP ratio than AD, just because I imagine Gunny is going for this this burn build just for the E. Ooh, Kazik landing a beautiful bandage toss onto Red of the South, and now Red of the South stuck in place as Gunny launches these autos. The AP auto is not doing too much damage, but Gunny does secure the kill. Black Lily able to bully. Oh, and the flash R from Vladimir, followed up by that crystal arrow from Black Lily, will secure another kill onto DRK. And it's just 10 minutes into the game, and there are already 11 deaths, as this has proven to already be a gold-generating fiesta for battle.
I'm Googling right now to get the ratios, but I remember a few years ago... Okay, it's so the R would be 25% AP per wave, like the AP stacking.
Uh-oh, here we have Vladimir able to collapse on top of Kazik, but Gunny Hartman trying to support with that ultimate ability coming out, and it is not enough damage. As Gagents is also here, walking down from the top lane, walking through the turret, and Gunny Hartman is able to get out with the blast plant.
And then you're right, 120% AP over the full duration for the E.
The AD? Oh yeah, AP for the E, right. Okay, Space Dandy able to tear down this turret, just continuously bear clawing it. As with all of the movement from Gagents around the map, they've been able to secure quite a bit of gold, although no kill participation just yet. We'll see what they're able to come back with, as they've been amassing a CS and a tower plate lead over Zyra.
They have, and this is interesting, right? Because that's how they're keeping in this game. They're not too far behind, yeah. because of that. But Zyra is farming and doing very well in that regard, and.
Yeah, as Sky's ready to begin the second Drake of the game, already having secured the Chemtech Drake, now the Mountain has appeared. Kazik is on the right side of the map, and Gunny almost with that ultimate ability back up, but it is looking like it's going to be a 4v4. Red of the South looking to keep Gunny away from the pit, as Sky nearly done with this. Oh, and that is a smite. Kazik now in a bad position as Black Lily is here. Vladimir launches that ult. DRK gets a beautiful 3-person stun, but Kazik is already gone as Shades decides to use their W to get away. Black Lily able to get the ult onto Shades as the crystal arrow connects, and now Sky looking for blood. DRK forced to use their heal to get just a little further away, and now Gunny retreating to the safety of their... Oh no, never mind. Trying to get the ult onto Black Lily as Now it is looking like red side Shades is able to get onto Black Lily, but DRK will fall in the process as it's a 1-for-1. Okay, we saw a complete rotation of where we expected blue and red to be at any given time there as blue took over the tri-bush, but Black Lily was just not able to get away.
Yin-yang. They just kept.
Yeah.
They just kept.
Encircling each other, right? And here we have Gunny Hartman getting the bullets onto Red of the South, and we'll see as the ult comes out from Lux, but it does not connect. The E doesn't either, as Kazik is able to get that last bandage toss to secure the kill onto Red of the South.
Yeah, unfortunately, Red of South was just a little bit too far up, and they took advantage of it.
Gasians getting a nice E with those turret shots coming onto Space Dandy, and the Ignite, will it be enough? As now Kazik is coming in for the gank. Nope. Never mind. Avoiding a full health 1v1 as Space Dandy is retreating underneath their turret.
Shen tried to fight Kazik, but, you know, Kazik thought better of it.
Right. And there we have Black Lily securing what already was a pretty hefty lead by taking the first turret of the game down in the bot lane.
Bulls, Zyra's. See, they're still relatively close gold wise. Only 2,000 ahead.
Yeah, they've got those CS leads as we see a little bit of noodle fighting up in the top lane, but not for long as Kazik comes in with the red buff, and Gasians now forced to try to dodge away from all of these abilities. The bandage toss from Kazik connects as Space Dandy follows up with their own stun. The ultimate comes out from Volibear, and that will be the end of Shen top. As, ooh, Black Lily is here for Gunny. The Red of the South will fall to that ultimate from Gunny as the burn damage does the last bit. And Gunny forced to flash away. The ult comes out from DRK, but it is not enough as the cleanse gives all that extra. Ooh, but Shades is E. The timed bomb is enough. Vladimir looking for Gunny, not able to get it with that solar flare. And we'll see as Sky is here looking for Gunny. The ultimate comes out, but it will miss. Sky able to just run on top of Misfortune, but perhaps now with DRK and Shades, Shades jumps in with that red buff might be enough as we'll see Sky unable to, with the damage reduction, stop that as Shades collects their bounty.
Poor Gunny was sitting there just running away from everything, running around in circles, and fortunately missed the Warwick ult, but it was all for naught. Right.
Every time I see the Warwick ult come out, I hear in my head, ow.
I heard you say, is that from something?
It's pretty memey in like the League of Legends TikTok space when a Warwick ults, especially if they're missing, it does that wolf sound, and then I believe it's Maroon 5, the baby I'm praying on you tonight. Then just like it just plays that song for some reason.
I'm too old for the TikToks.
Yeah. Well,
I believe you though. No, there was one that actually Tiltery sent me that was you know, all the League of Legends characters like I'm gay, I'm trans, and then Twitch says I was hiding.
I was hiding. That's awesome. Okay, Gasians trying to duke it out with Space Dandy up in the top lane. The ult does come out, and that lethal tempo is stacked. The Gasians forced to E away through the tri-push here. Space Dandy perhaps looking for Gasians is not able to find, and that will be the end as Gasians just simply gets away. Was hiding. I love that. I mean, we're seeing the advantage that the Collector is able to put out as Shades has been able to get a few kills. Of course, they're still down 40 CS in this lane against Black Lily, but with those kills, it puts them really far back in the game. They're only a few, like maybe a half an item off of their lane opponent in terms of actual gold. And with the Cloud Drake up on the map right now, it looks as though Zyra has the advantage here, because Zik will be the first one onto Sky. Sky tries to ult onto Shades as Red of the South is able to get a beautiful amount of damage. Shades will be the first one to fall as Red of the South gets a beautiful ult. Then DRK with a 2-person ult as Vladimir is trying to keep Kazik stuck. Sky will fall, and Black Lily able to put out so much damage as DRK is going to fall, and Space Dandy just a little bit too late as it's a triple kill for Red of the South. And it's a full ace as Black Lily and Red of the South, assisted by Vladimir engagements, are able to hold them down for massive damage.
That's CC, right? The CC on this team. You've got, Lux Q, Lux E, Leona Q, Leona E, Leona R, Lux Q. Then you got Ash's Slow. You've got Shen's Taunt. You've got Warwick's whatever it is. It's not a fear.
Yeah, it's a fear. His E.
It is a fear. His ult.
And his ult, the suppression. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a lot. And, I was saying how much of a coordinated team Orange Otters would have to be in order to put out that Misfortune ult. But with this AP Misfortune, it's looking as though the Amumu ult is connected to just skirmishes and picks. But unfortunately, they weren't able to make the pick they thought they were doing in that fight.
And I wasn't, that thought's gone.
That's gone. Okay,
that thought's gone.
We've got Gunny trying to fight off Gations in the top lane, unfortunately not finding that their burn is doing too much as this massive wave of the top lane is going to crash into this turret. Shades here for support. We are awaiting the entrance of the Baron. I don't imagine either team is going to do it right on spawn, but we are here ready to fight over it. As now red side has lost 2 of their tier 1 turrets, and blue side has as well, just the opposite sides. Where the advantages are, they are growing. Where red side has the top lane advantage and blue side has the bot lane advantage, and the minions are pouring in heavily. Sky bloodlusting after Gunny Hartman jumps in with their ult. The fear comes out and Gunny flashes away, but will not be able to get away from Sky as Vladimir is there just in case with that ultimate.
So that's what I was gonna. Oh, Red of the South coming in, narrowly missing a Q on Kazik, turning around, bandaging, forcing Red of the South to flash out. Lux ult coming and pushing the red team away.
Wow. And that's a beautiful 2 kills for none for Black Lily and Sky, as now the Baron is completely within their reach. Wow. With 3 dragons secured, they've got Soul Point. With the Baron and with Dragon coming up just in time for the end of their Baron buff that they are about to secure, it may be an angle where Sky has secured nearly every objective. But they have secured every objective so far. They've got 3 grubs, they've got the Baron, they've got the 3 dragons that have spawned. And what separates their teams now is just the careful use of these buffs. Black Lily's gonna tear open the top side of the map. And with just 2 minutes before the Dragon, Gunny Hartman and DRK and Kazik are looking for a kill bush onto Vladimir here. We'll see if they are able to get it. The ult comes out from Vladimir onto only DRK, but the Lux ult comes out as Shen is looking to protect Vladimir. Now Sky bloodlusting in after Gunny Hartman once more, but it is all for naught as Vladimir is able to secure that vision they were looking for onto this banana bush. And that will buy them enough vision for the Dragon. Space Dandy giving up on this scuttle as Sky instead is going to have the vision advantage here for Zyra.
Yep. Misfortune just strutting along, doing a... Oh, never mind, going home. Whenever I make a comment, they do the opposite.
Yeah, Kazik. Oh, uh-oh. I was gonna say, trying to keep these Baron minions off and secure the rest of their jungle. Black Lily having none of it, though. Black Lily was able to push the top open, secure these chickens for their jungler instead. But now, with just 30 seconds until the dragon, it looks like Orange Otters is going to be the first one to the scene, as Vladimir is the only one ready for the objective on Zyra Zaddy's. All of the vision that Vladimir had secured, though, just squandered a little bit, as now Sky, Black Lily, and Red of the South are able to push mid lane to get some prio. It's all 5 members of Orange Otters awaiting in the red side jungle, as Kazik is going to banish shots onto the Red of the South. Black Lily forced to cleanse as the ults come out from Gunny Hartman and DRK to secure the kill onto Red of the South. Vladimir looking for something here as Sky is trying to get onto DRK, and Kazik able to get the kill onto DRK as Black Lily is running away from Space Dandy. Unfortunately for Space Dandy, not able to do enough damage. But with that shutdown onto Sky, Shades has once again earned enough gold to potentially contest Black Lily. But the Baron buff is still around as the Drake that it represents soul potentially for Zyra Zaddy's is up.
2 for 3, and that Ashe is being really brave right here against that misfortune, right? I mean, I know her ult is down, but she could still take a ricochet to the face, and as we just discussed, an AP ricochet would not feel good.
No, it wouldn't, no matter what, because that crit damage, it's gonna do something for sure. And so it looks like Black Lily is going to back, as once again, it's going to appear as though Orange Otters has the advantage on the Drake side, as Kazik is going to make it just before Sky. But no, instead we're going to clear our jungle. Seeing that there's no danger on the dragon, I think Orange Otters feels a little bit safe in order to take their resets, but not knowing that Vladimir is back, ready with Sky and Red of the South to get some priority here. Black Lily as well, so it's 4 members of the blue team who are controlling the river at the present moment. Let's see, how are Kazik and Gunny going to be able to enter this area? Only on vision, as Red of the South is going to start launching their abilities. Uh-oh. It's all 5 members of Red as Gasians is making their way down. Sky is going to start up the Cloud Drake. No idea from Kazik. Now they know, as they are going to look for some vision here. Vladimir trying to keep Kazik off. The ult is going to come out from DRK, but it's going to miss. Red team slays the Cloud Drake to secure that blue team does not get soul, but instead we've got a double kill from App. That's the triple onto Space Dandy, as well as Shades is going to fall down in the bot lane, and it's a full ace and a quadra kill for Black Lily, as only Sky has fallen, and that is going to be 30 seconds before anyone on Orange Otters will return to the Rift.
They prevented the dragon or the soul, but at what cost?
Right, as now they're going to lose potentially an inhibitor, maybe more if blue team is looking for something here. It doesn't look as though they have the numbers, as up in the top lane, Gasians is pushing this to crash up into the top lane.
They don't have the numbers, but red team is pretty far behind at this point, so they may be able to pull it off depending on how this goes. Yeah,
Kazik falling to Black Lily as Gasians tanks, able to take one more turret shot for the team. Gunny Hartman taking a Lux ult to the face, as Space Dandy's looking for more. Black Lily seems to be a little bit out of position, gets rooted by that Seraphini. Uh-oh, okay. They are able to get out of that safely. Just getting out in time to not throw away the lead that they've just earned themselves. Uh-oh. Gasians in danger. Space Dandy comes in. Deluxe Q will bind Space Dandy, as in the back line, Sky is able to get onto Gunny Hartman with that ult. Does secure the kill there, and now Space Dandy seems to be in danger as Shades looking. The Buster Truck comes onto Gasians, and Vladimir and Sky are going to be able to get the kill onto Space Dandy. Now DRK's in danger, being blood hunted by Sky. That's a triple kill, and it's looking very similar to what it just was 30 seconds ago when members of the red team were down, and now Zyra Zaddy's has another chance to secure another inhibitor turret and inhibitor.
Right, and with 3 of them down, there's not much they can really do to stop them. Except kind of, politely watch and say, please don't do it.
Yeah, the Tristana Aeon's occasions, not enough to get the collection, as that inhibitor turret will fall, but no more will be desired for now from Zyra Zaddies. As the Baron is back up, and we see Black Lily ready to start it. Gaijin's here to support, and Sky, with the massive flurry of arrows coming out from Black Lily, we see this Baron once again taken by Zyra Zaddies.
That last Baron did a lot of damage, and their blue team's Zyra Zaddies really coming ahead here in the last just couple of minutes. Ever since that dragon fight.
Yeah, we've got an 8k golds lead for Zyra Zaddies, and so I mean we saw some advantages come from the bot lane, but it's made up for it where Space Dandy's advantage in the top lane and Kha'Zix's early advantage in the jungle didn't translate to the epic objectives that have now allowed for Bread of the South and Black Lily to put out so much damage while staying safe and not dying in these fights. Some where Black Lily has used cleanse and been able to get out of really tough spots quickly, and some where Red of the South has gotten away with just a sliver of HP, but perhaps those extra resistances are making the difference.
The resistance.
Right. As Space Dandy trying to see if the jungle lane is a way in. All 5 members of the red team are mounting a defense as Baron Siege is coming in from both the bot lane and top lane. Here we have Gaijin's 2 levels up somehow on Space Dandy. Now with Baron minions able to push in a way that may put the fear back in Space Dandy, in spite of the fact that, oh, a beautiful ult from Red of the South thanks to that bind, and Gaijin's comes out with the ult. The crystal arrow from Black Lily able to stun Gunny Hartman out of their ults as the Warwick ult comes in onto Gunny Hartman to secure the kill as Vladimir is able to get on top of Shades. Shades forced a barrier and W away after being ignited, and this looks like it's the end as all 5 members of Zyra Zaddies are here in the base. Sky retreating just a little bit before coming back in. We've got the Baron Siege happening. The first Nexus turret is down on the side of Warren's Otters, and it's another Lux ult to get Gaijin's will fall to Shades, but then Kha'Zix, Space Dandy, and Shades for another ace as the second Nexus turret falls. Only DRK is left, and a support is just not enough to mount a defense as first game of the night goes to Zyra's Zaddies.
Apologize, I got corked for the last 30 seconds of that video.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. It's worth
Cork
it
is
for
my
Cork.
cat. Yeah. It is. He's in trouble though. He's mad at me.
Cheesy Cake Jr. wish you could play. Please join us in the Discord if you haven't already, as we're gonna have signups for the next few league events. Notice I didn't say seasons, but we're gonna have a few events in between this season and the next, as you are more than welcome to join us for those. But
anyone is?
Yeah, that was game 1 of the night, and I think we've got quite the set of games on our hand. We had such a performance from Black Lily especially, and from Red of the South, but Red of the South with those ults, but Black Lily with the technical skill and the microing on Ashe.
Right. Yeah, and the Leona.
Absolutely on Vladimir's Leona. As we seem to be ready for game 2 of the night, as the Ruby League has been waiting for us. I just got the invite. I didn't even need to join the lobby, as thank you, Jules.
They've been waiting for us. It's nice to and to answer the chat, no, this is game 1 of 3. There's three games being cast.
And we just were watching the Pearl League. The Pearl League covers everyone from bronze to gold, just about. And now we'll be watching the Ruby League, just going in between the 2 each night, as the Ruby League will cover gold, platinum, emerald, and diamond. as we've got a few diamond players as well in the league. Is this regular season or playoffs? I don't remember. We do not run playoffs, but we do have an invitational, as this is week 7 of the regular season, and the invitational will be decided this week, voted for by the players, voted from the players. And the invitationals for the Pearl League will take place on September 1st. And then the invitationals for the Ruby League, the higher of our 2 leagues in terms of rank, will take place on September 8th. Uh-oh.
Like,
yeah. We're good.
What?
It looked like the stream stopped for a second for me, but it didn't.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so this is going to be kind of the higher echelon, right? And I can say that because I'm a former Pearl player. But yeah, it's the, it's kind of the top tier. So no matter what your rank is in League, you can join. And other games. We do other games too.
Yes, we have Marvel Rivals, we have Overwatch, we have League of Legends, Summoner's Rift. We have League of Legends ARAM Mayhem, which I will be joining everyone in happily. I love ARAM Mayhem. And we've got so much. Are we doing ARAM Clash? We will likely have some ARAM Clash advertisements in the Discord from groups that are creating their own in there. And I see we've got quite a few chats. You might be hearing them on the stream as we are all ready for game 2 of the night. We'll be taking our break, caster break, in that little spectator delay, but we are now ready for the second draft of the night in the Ruby League.
The champ select, as if it were.
Yes, yes. As we've got, it's not Zara Zaddies and Orange Otters. We are watching. On the left side, we've got Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies on blue side. And on the red side, against them, it's game 2 of the night for the Ruby League as well. They were not just waiting for us. We've got Jake's Jammers.
My countermeasures are ready, even if you are not.
And I think we've got some really common bands that are coming out. We've got a Lux ban and we've got a Mel ban, but all of a sudden, there's a Belveth ban. Scary.
But we need to know if Mundo will be able to go where he pleases.
Right, that's true. The Belveth ban, I think, specifically against Poggle, potentially, maybe specifically against Jules. I believe we saw Jules play Belveth. Now that Belveth has been reworked, she is a little scarier for certain players. She's maybe a little weaker in the early game. She's more of a scaling champion. And then we've got bans, Gangplank and J4 and Caitlyn coming out. Very specific champion, player-specific bans.
Yeah, this is targeted. This is a hate crime.
Yeah, we do have Poggle on Jake's Jammers, Cheesecake Jr. I know when we see the Belveth ban come out, it's like, what is that about?
Whole lotta.
Okay.
Syndra? Okay.
Yeah, and we've got the Misfortune Misfortune pick coming out for Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies.
And then taken away, and then locked in. I think they were trying to do a fake out.
A fake out to see whether is this a flex for the mid lane, or will it be Syndra APC, as we've got Seraphine, also another potential flex here.
Okay, so we got a Diana, and second, like you said, second Seraphine tonight. Will we have a 100% Seraphine night? Here,
yeah,
CMSA?
I mean, Seraphine, I'm not sure if I like her in the support role at the moment. I do still like APC Seraphine, just the wave clear and being able to put out those ults. We saw DRK get some beautiful ultimates that collected 3-4 people at a time. but without the follow-up, without the mage items that help secure the stuns from Seraphine, that Rylai's just to make sure that once the ult connects, you can root them for a little bit more afterwards without needing it or completely stun them. Without that, it does seem that Seraphine falls a little bit flat. But instead we've got Rel and Rammus, so breaking... well, perhaps we're not breaking the standard. If this is Syndra APC, we've got the bot lane and junglers selected for each side here, as it looks like Straw Hat saying you will be playing Diana in the jungle.
Mundo has yet to be banned. And as of last week, he was one of the top win rate champions for Ruby.
Right. If he, I mean, top win rate, right? But does he get played all that often? Is he allowed to be played all that often is really what I want to say.
I don't have my stats in front of me.
And we've got bans for Kled and Urgot. Of course, we can see that Kled ban coming out against the Star. And let's see as...
You don't have to be afraid of me.
We've got an Ahri ban also coming out against Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies.
Feels like targeted as well.
Oh, I see in the chat talking about League Classic. I didn't play, then thought it was fun till I played versus Scion one game, then was like, that's it for me. I felt the exact same way. And notice that there's a Scion in every game of League Classic.
Tell me why. Is that because he had the shield? Didn't he have like a ridiculous shield or something back then? I haven't played.
Yeah, I mean, also point and click stuns, being one of the most ridiculous champions and game defining champions at the time. There's so much point and click stunning in League Classic.
Yeah, you just made me remember that Tarek had a point and click stun.
Yeah, that one was kept for a little longer than a lot of the others. Of course, I don't think it really did all that much in terms of, I mean, it stunned, of course, but I would prefer to stun multiple people on Tarek and hit a skill shot. I can do it. It's like, trust. League of Legends eventually got to the point where they evolved and said, we trust you. We'll give you skill shots that have more use than the single target. But those single target stuns are so annoying to deal with now that they've been gone for so long.
Scion, same hero. Got Zoe and Akshan, okay. With a Malphite pick. What will happen next?
Yeah, we're seeing... I mean, I do like Akshan in these games, especially with someone who's able to hold down the enemy like Rammus. And we've got a Dr. Mundo to finish it out. Is that Toggle on Dr. Mundo?
I told you.
Forsaking his values and forsaking all that is holy and true to join the dark side and play Dr. Mundo? Streamer buff incoming. Thank you, Hephaestus there.
What does that
Toggle
mean?
would never. Oh, because of talking about Tarek?
Oh, gotcha.
Poggle would never do it, and yet I fear it looks like Poggle may be doing that. If Poggle
I feel
is...
as though Poggle has done it.
Yeah.
No. All right.
Let's see.
Can we take our break real quick?
Yes, we are going to be right back as there's 3 minutes separating us and the game. Stay tuned as we're going to be casting this game. It's the Ruby League. Be right back. Jake's Jammers versus Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association, and we're off to the races. All right, they're on their top side. I am headed bot, and that is exactly what we see. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts getting a beautiful QE onto Black Lily as Doopies heads over with that EQ from Leona, and Black Lily forced to barrier as it looks like that is going to be the end. Forced to flash away. Doopies gets that flash Q onto Black Lily as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts takes first blood. It looks like Soul Point is well within reach for Jake's Jammers. Poggle, Shark Attack, and Black Lily looking to get in. The public execution lands onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts as Poggle is looking to do as much damage as possible. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts does fall, but not before Poggle is also going to fall. Mina the Assassin and Doofy's also taking too much damage from Skippy McSkipper as this looks to be a pentakill. Oh, they're giving it. They're trying to let... Oh, there it is! A pentakill for Skippy McSkipper on Hui. In just 2 spells, Skippy McSkipper is able to root and destroy as they send out an ult and a QW to Doofy's. Shark Attack flash ult, and Doofy's is going to fall to Black Lily's rocket as now with that red buff, it is just a complete tear into the blue team here. And with that, that looks to be a very, very secure dragon for Italian Nasus' Gay Rights Association with their nearly 7,000 gold lead and just beautiful amount of damage being poured out of Hui. Dangerous as Quaib is now potentially the one being collapsed on. King Yeti, Mina the Assassin, and Strawhead Zangy are here. Poggle looking to help as Doofy's is coming down as well. Quaib in a bit of danger. The ult gets launched by King Yeti as Shark Attack tries to flap ult in, does not get a full stun as Mina the Assassin is able to stun his, and Skippy McSkipper gets the kill onto Syndra up there as a Super Mega Death Rocket comes out from Jinx this time to secure the kill onto Jake's Jammers instead saying, hey, if they're going to Baron, let's take one Drake. The public execution comes out from Poggle to try and get onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts. Instead, Starhead Zangy tries to get onto the backline here. Instead, it just gets immediately shut down as the Doofy's ult comes out onto Quaib and onto Poggle. And we'll see Quaib nearly falling, but instead does not as all 5 members complete a full ace onto Jake's Jammers. 30 seconds before anyone is up on Jake's Jammers. This game is over. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid and clear.
And they're still trying for the Drake just to pad the stats a little bit.
Got Quaib trying to finish up that Drake, but this game solidly in the hands of Italian Nasus' Gay Rights Association as we finish game 1 of the night in just 33 minutes. As we are now ready to start game 2 of the night. Ooh, big danger zone. Ooh. C9 Soups is stunned, ignited, and the flashes come out, but will it be enough as Tiltree Clinton able to get a beautiful ignite as both summoners are spent and Sky will be felled for first blood headed over to Tiltree Clinton.
As Warwick comes starting running in bot lane, hot on the heels of Tiltree Clinton and 5 Alicia. Will he dive the turret? Yes, he does. He flashes and he gets the support kill, but unfortunately the turret turns around and kills him in return.
Yeah, ooh, okay, Jogon committed here. Ooh, but the ults come out from both Five Alicia and, ooh, the ult is popped by Sky as they are able to get a shutdown onto Tiltree Clinton, and Jogon just trying to walk out of there. The minion will secure the kill for Tiltree Clinton as Five Alicia trying to get away from Sky. Just
they're just pushing, Tiltree and 5 Alicia are pushing into the mid turret. Stop the recall of Xayah by Felicia comes in and tries to run away from the Swain. Swain ults, killing... Oh, and everybody comes in to kill the illustrious bot lane of Vygar's Vixens.
Yeah, a beautiful collapse from all 5 members, or all 4 members, I should say, that are alive of Zyra Zaddy's. If I were Sky or Zane Zephyr coming in, especially now seeing that Five Alicia and Cake Monster are right behind. Sky looking for a root, pops that ult, and they're looking for Five Alicia. Zanya's as Blazing Bowman gets onto Jogon. Jogon forced to ult away, but Sky is able to get that kill onto Five Alicia. Now with a blue buff, they're looking to get Cake Monster here. Zane Zephyr launching the Dark Binding, unfortunately not able to connect. Blazing Bowman coming right back around as Sky gets the root, and now it is a potential collapse of 4 members of the red team. Nasus pops that ult, getting onto Zane Zephyr. Zane Zephyr is going to fall as Cake Monster follows them all the way across with that flash. C9 Snoops trying to flash away, but will it be enough? They do get the root on, but the Wither is coming out as Motan Bob secures that kill. And it looks like a Mountain Drake to secure Soul Point for Vhagar's Vixens. Jogon and C9 Snoops are in a position to contest. Sky on the way. Okay, Five Alicia once again rooted and being burned down by that Dragon forced to flash out as Zane Zephyr pops that ult. Blazing Bowman is trying to get on top of them, fleeing, rooted, stunned, but it is not enough as Blazing Bowman secures this kill onto Sky and Zane Zephyr. And we are back and ready for Game 2 of the night. We are watching Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies versus Jake's Jammers in the Ruby League.
I think they just try to make these things hard to say. I think they're trying to see how fast we can say them.
Well, I am ready for Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies and Jake's Jammers. I don't know. I don't know what it means, but I know what they mean. And they mean business in this game because it is not Poggle on Dr. Mundo. It's Poggle on Auction in the mid lane. See, I had a conversation with Poggle today where I thought they were returning back to top lane full time. And no, they are sticking to their roots as a mid laner. And no better champion than who I think is one of the strongest, perhaps most broken mid laners to exist. Auction.
Auction?
Yes,
yeah,
so much skill expression.
He can revive people. He can, he can escape. He can engage.
He might have the most movement of really, like, he's like Camille, except no stuns. Except he doesn't need it. Oh, we see Whitefire go in for a stun onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts forced around as the Ignite comes out from Whitefire, and there's no kill coming out of it yet, as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts saves their flash. But Whitefire goes for the flash in, and with the exhaust coming out from Periphery onto Dr. Fox PhD, that is dangerous as the two bot laners for Jake's Jammers, Syndra and Seraphine, they are put into a spot where they did not get level 2 first. And once again, we got Whitefire going in with that Hex Flash, trying to get a kill here, but Jules is wiser, knows that they need to be down here. Dr. Fox PhD forced without a flash to barrier as Whitefire is going to continue fighting Who Ate My Pop-Tarts as Jules gets the kill up there. First blood goes to Jules as Whitefire is ready, going for Who Ate My Pop-Tarts, knowing that it is all or nothing, and Periphery will get the kill as it's a double essentially for the bot lane and jungler. Oh, and here we have Corpse Bride and Poggle trading flashes, trading all their abilities as they 1-for-1, losing all of their sums in the mid lane. Wow, that's scary.
That was a lot going on there. A lot happened. Red team came out ahead, right? Jake's definitely been jammed.
Yeah, the Jakes are jamming at the moment. It's really scary to see Poggle use their ability. Oh, Straw Hat Zangy coming in for a gank onto Durganoon as Durganoon just does not have that much HP left. The flash comes out, but will it be enough as it seems Straw Hat Zangy does not have their E to connect. And they've given up the scuttle in the process as Jules has snuck right underneath them. So what I was going to say there is it's really scary in the 1v1 against Zoe because... Trying to go for a double scuttle, but Dr. Fox is here, ready for Jules. And we'll see as that W from Rammus may protect them for a little while, but Periphery is here, and so is Poggle on the other side as it looks to be a collapse. Perhaps a multi-collapse as the TP is coming in from the star. And we'll see as Jules now half HP. The scuttle has not been touched at all. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts is finally here with that QE to get Dr. Fox a little bit away. It's the star coming in with that Q to slow Jules down just a little bit, but Rammus is going to be able to begin to roll. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts gets the first kill of this little skirmish onto Whitefire. And with that, it looks like it's going to be an advantage for Red side here as, wow, the QE into Seraphine. Dr. Fox PhD will fall to Poggle as Poggle gets another rope, and there with the bubble, Corpse Bride is going to get the kill onto Poggle as the battle continues, and now the star trying to get this last kill onto Jules, pushed away by Who Ate My Pop-Tarts, and that will be it. Jules is saved as Jake's Jammers only gives up 2 kills there, or it only gives up 1 kill as It is now 2-7 already at just 4 minutes 30 seconds. Straw Hat Zengi ready to secure the end of the fight. And gets the kill onto Jules. Yeah.
So
double
much
the amount
action.
of deaths as minutes.
Double your pleasure, double the fun.
Right. And with that, it puts Who Ate My Pop-Tarts and Periphery at 6 kill participation each, 2-0-4. They are in a dominating position.
So this doesn't really have anything to do with this game per se, but every time I see the star do anything, I just hear a fart in my head. I hear the fart in my head.
Jules and Poggle get onto Straw Hat Zangy, but Dr. Fox, PhD, Corpse Bride, and Whitefire are here for the collapse as without a jungler, they're going to force Jules away from this Drake as they try to continue it, and Dr. Fox losing so much HP to it. The Ignite comes out from Whitefire onto Jules as Dr. Fox, PhD, and Whitefire are going to fall. Whitefire will fall first to Periphery's Q, and now Corpse Bride rooted as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts gets the vision there, and we will see as that will be another kill for Who Ate My Pop-Tarts as Jules then finally secures the Hextech Drake.
I feel for Corpse Bride there. I've been in that position where you're running away. You got just that little tick of health. Like, I can make it. I can make it. I can make it.
Especially since you have to leave lane to help your jungler. Try to take or try to secure control of the dragon in that bottom side river. It does feel bad to give up 3 deaths already at just 6 minutes. And that's true for both Whitefire and Corpse Bride. And with that, it looks like Dr. Fox, PhD, and Whitefire are going to need to play really safe as they are now down experience and already a massive item and set of items coming out from Periphery and Who Ate My Pop-Tarts with that extra gold. Okay, the QE from Who Ate My Pop-Tarts will lead to another kill for Periphery onto Whitefire as that will be the 4th death.
That Syndra... This happened last week too, now that I see the Syndra again, right? Like, and I don't know how I forgot when I saw it in Champ Select, right? But this happened last week. I think in 2 games there was a Syndra bot.
Yeah, it's been pretty meta for a little while that mages have taken over the bot lane and champions like Misfortune have suffered. Here we have Poggle unloading their ultimate onto Corpse Bride as that will be another kill for Jake's Jammers in the mid lane. And it's looking pretty dominant as there's now almost a 4k gold lead for Jake's Jammers, including that dragon and the level of success that they've seen from Durganu not having to use their TP just yet. Got Straw Hat Zangy going on to Poggle. Poggle able to just tightrope out of there.
Right. Most frustrating thing ever, especially for, you know, any jungler, is trying to do anything to an Akshan. They can just say, oh, never mind.
He's swinging away. It's a heroic swing.
And then nothing more taunting than just, you know, swinging around the same circle over and over again. Like, hey, you can't touch me.
Yeah, love doing that around the inhibitor turrets, especially.
Well, that would be toxic.
That would be toxic because it's saying, I'm in your base and I'm heroically swinging around.
I'm a hero.
Yeah. And we'll see if they on Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies can go from hero and bring him down to 0 as Corpse Bride's looking for a bubble there onto Poggle, but it is not connecting. And with that, it looks like we've got some pings on the map for the Rift Herald up on the top side.
That's Who Ate My Pop-Tarts and I don't even know how to say that.
Periphery?
Periphery? Yeah, Periphery. Sorry, you've said it and it went out my brain. Yeah, they're both just really doing the work here and dominating bot lane. I have to admit, I expected Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies to really come ahead here bot lane.
All right, we see Zangy able to take 2 of the grubs, but now Jules is here with Poggle. We'll see if Zangy is able to get away. Poggle begins charging up that ultimate, but the Star comes in with an ultimate to kill Poggle before it can even finish. And down in the bot lane, we see Dr. Fox PhD was able to get the shutdown onto Periphery. That beautiful Ricochet Q with the crits, as Whitefire is now looking for something. Unfortunately, almost falling themselves to that QE from Syndra. As now it looks like they're going to look for more. Whitefire going all the way around and then backing as Dr. Fox PhD is able to securely get the CS in this lane.
I thought it was a stalemate, but they kept pressing.
Yeah, Jules. Perhaps trying to hit the blast plant there as the blue buff is too big to get the blast plant underneath it, then forced to flash out as the Star and Corpse Bride able to get a really nice collapse there. And meanwhile, in the bot lane, my Pop Dart's able to get that kill on the Dr. Fox PhD, who may have overstayed just a bit. All right, and with that, the gold lead has narrowed just a bit, as there's now only a 3k golds lead. Oh, Jules trying to ult in onto Corpse Bride, but Corpse Bride is able to use their acquired summoner spell that they got from the minions to flash out of there.
It's like that Rammus skin. It looks Ninja Turtle-y.
Oh dear, Dr. Fox PhD taking so much damage from Syndra as Huey Pop-Tarts forced by Whitefire and the Rel ult to leave as well, as it's just about even in terms of HP there.
Yeah, the Star here appearing to have, I mean, he's getting outpushed by the Mundo here, but I think once if he can catch up and farm.
Yeah, he's just been out of lane twice already at 12 minutes. That's definitely the farm gap.
But yeah.
Yeah,
you gotta kill those,
Periphery getting a beautiful double ult to secure a kill onto Dr. Fox, as Pop-Tarts is there in time. Corpse Bride gets Jules in the dragon, as blue team is actually the one to secure the dragon, and the heroic swing brings Poggle to the safety of their team at the tri-bush, as Periphery is going to be hit by that double bubble from Zoe. Poggle taking the Q, but Zangy will connect their Q. And now that is the end of Periphery once again, as it is more gold being transferred over to Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies.
Now the Star has something to say. He's running right at that Mundo. Ooh, and Whitefire. Ooh, they're setting up something for Jules here.
Dangerous as the bubble connects to Jules and they are now asleep. We'll see. Oh, the smite comes out, but the blue has reset. And now Whitefire paying dearly for their crimes as Pop-Tarts gets yet another kill. They are 6-0-6 at just 13 minutes in the game. It's the danger of mages. We've seen it last week when Skippy was able to get, I think, 18 kills in a game, including a pentakill. Then we saw it in game 3 with Pest on Cassiopeia. Similarly, I think 15 or 16 kills in one game. We're looking at mage domination.
Absolutely. And conversely, right, like if you're Rel in that particular situation, you've got to say, all right, well, we better win, because if we don't win this particular fight, if we don't, if we shoot our shot and they don't die, we're dead.
Okay. Blue side here, Dr. Fox PhD with no idea that Jules was waiting in the lane for a gank, as Dr. Fox PhD is going to fall again as Jules secures the kill, and now Whitefire desperately trying to get back onto the turret as Poggle up from the top, launching their ult down, as Zangy is going to try to help defend the bot lane here from a siege.
Doing some ward cleaning, just doing a little cleaneroo.
Oh, a nice bubble from Corpse Bride brings Poggle down to just a quarter of their HP, forcing them to back underneath their turret, as that is going to give them a little bit more lane priority to secure more of a CS lead over Poggle. Okay, the heroic swing doesn't seem to be an aggressive one as Durganoon has come into mid lane, but met by Zangy with Jules in tow, though. Looks like Zangy is in trouble as the ult comes out from Diana, but the flash will get most of the damage away from Poggle. And with those chain link crushers, the star will ult and will not connect to Poggle. Flashing forward, will be able to get that as Durganoon on the other side of the map has been able to get Zoe, but the star will give up their own life as it is a 3 for 2, ultimately, considering Periphery falling to Dr. Fox and Whitefire down in the bot lane.
I think that's one of those, they knew they were dead, they might as well try to kill someone.
Yeah, especially with so many people approaching the mid lane. It's been major. It hasn't been... There's some games that it's like pick after pick after pick, and they're all small... two people gank one person, 2 people collapse on one person, and they try to continue the fight. These have been 3, 4, 5 people fights that have on each team that have been resulting in we're still at double the amount of deaths as there are minutes.
Right.
We're just cresting the point where that cannot be true.
Right, and like you were saying about Malphite, right? Like Malphite has spent a lot of time out of lane, and it's cost him almost his entire turret now and some farm. But he got some kills out of it, so it may work out. It may not.
Yeah, and with that Heartsteel a stacking for Dr. Mundo, it's gonna be dangerous for the blue side that does not have the same stacking power. Syndra stacking as well. Always want to acknowledge that. Ooh, as Whitefire goes in with their ultimate ability to try to get Who Ate My Pop-Tarts down. As Straw Hat Zangy is knocked away from Who Ate My Pop-Tarts, as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts gets another kill launching, and with that misfortune ult, they are going to be able to secure the kill onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts as Periphery is trying to get away. Rel is rooted under the turret as Jules secures that kill onto Dr. Fox PhD. And once again, it's just a beautiful advantage for... Oh! Corpse Bride able to secure...
Block by Corpse Bride, yeah.
Some defense, and Corpse Bride able to get the return kill onto Jules as Poggle is left cleaning up the minions here. Whitefire, very brave, going in there knowing that Poggle cannot get through the shield, and with that, Poggle is forced on defense. Will get the kill onto Corpse Bride, but not before Whitefire is able to equalize.
But did resurrect the Rammus, so at least there's that.
Yeah, and Periphery here, ooh, launching their abilities, but Whitefire is there with their shield once again, and it's going to be another revenge death onto Periphery that Whitefire has baited out successfully. And in case there wasn't enough attention on the bot lane, Jules is now back, as Whitefire still has not back, and that's a double kill for Syndra as she gets a twofer, killing both Whitefire and Straw Hat Zangy with 1 Q.
I think this is going to need an R rating. There's a lot of blood in this match.
Yes, and in case anyone was counting, we're still... Oh, wow, Who Ate My Pop-Tarts getting 11 kills now. We are way above 2 deaths per minute.
Chat commenting on how long this fight is going on.
Yeah, the fight keeps on going. Corpse Bride not able to connect to that star to Who Ate My Pop-Tarts. And now Poggle, sneaky, I was hiding, trying to get Corpse Bride here potentially.
I was hiding.
And see as the bubble connects and Straw Hat Zangy just leaving it alone, perhaps seeing Jules there as the Ignite will collect the kill onto Corpse Bride, and Poggle will fall as well as Straw Hat Zangy gets that last rocket belts. Wow. Okay, and in the mid lane, more fighting. Are we surprised?
This has been fight after fight after fight after fight after fight. Which,
yes.
You know, at least they're...
But if you're the Star or Durganoon, you're pretty bored in this game, relatively. Look at these soldiers just mining away in the top lane. And that's
typically how top lane goes. You're just kind of your own little island up there. You don't expect much help. You don't expect anybody to roam up to you.
Yeah, Durganoon saying, let's make our own fun as they ult and try to go for the star, but it will not be enough as they can see the star just walking way too fast away from them.
Because Mundo goes where he pleases.
So true.
Which, I mean, 206 stacks now on his Heartsteel. I feel like the, let's see. Yeah, he got it a few minutes ago. That's about on point.
For all the fighting that's been happening, Whitefire going in onto Periphery. The ult from Misfortune will connect onto Seraphine, but the ult from Syndra will immediately delete Dr. Fox PhD, and that will be a 1-for-1. ADC for support, I would say worth, especially since Huitman Pop-Tarts has that beautiful 550 gold shutdown that Whitefire is chasing after, I can tell. Okay, Poggle. Unfortunately for Poggle, slowed down a little bit by that Malphite E as the rock solid champion is too much for Poggle. No heroic swing coming out as the Malphite ult comes to get a solo kill onto Poggle.
That's the tank Malphite, right? And he used every bit of his armor.
Yeah, and here we got another fight in the bot lane as Whitefire forced to flash away. Corpse Bride potentially in danger as Huitman Pop-Tarts launches that QE, and now looks like we're not going to go for the forever fight anymore, especially since there's no dragon up. Not for another 2 minutes anyway. Let's save the abilities for then.
These teams deciding for once not to fight.
Yeah, there's peace and love in the world, but not for long as Whitefire is then stunned as Corpse Bride getting a beautiful amount of damage onto Huitman Pop-Tarts, collecting that bounty for themselves.
Syndra's been a target for a while, and that bounty has been claimed.
Durganoon behind enemy lines here, not knowing that they're under vision. Now they possibly do as Whitefire is chasing them down. So they're going to take the long way home.
Vision too, right? If we get a vision check on each of them, it looks like red team just has a lot more vision out there too. Of their own jungle, but still.
Yeah, a lot more vision in the rivers especially.
Yep.
Okay, with that, we've got just a minute until the Cloud Drake comes up. That'll be soul point potentially for Jake's Jammers. And of course we see the warding battle has begun as Poggle is escorting Periphery around this side of the map. Whitefire now on a mission to clear it. But with control of this tri-bush, perhaps, I mean, Poggle's invisible. They don't know Poggle's there, but Straw Hat saying he may soon discover.
They had a guess. They had a hunch.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be able to stop Mundo as Rammus cues in and decides he doesn't want to do anything. Zoe goes forward, misses her bubble.
Okay, Durganoon in danger as they're taking a lot of damage here. The ult comes out from Rel, and then again from Periphery as Huitman Pop-Tarts gets the kill onto Rel as now the bubble comes back out onto Mundo, but it is a double kill for Syndra, triple as she flashes forward and lands the ult onto Dr. Fox PhD. Now Corpse Bride forced to flash away as Mundo put asleep underneath their turret as it's a quadra kill now for Huitman Pop-Tarts as they are able to just continue with those balls of magical seal and secure the dragon for their team as Jules goes to take it.
Great balls of steel.
And with that, they'll also blue side will also be losing their bot tier 2.
That'll be the third soul point for Jake's Jammers.
Yeah, and with a little more than 5,000 gold in the lead, we're seeing it as Seraphine has the money to buy Rylai's, the money to buy Imperial Mandate. The cooldowns are high. They even went for a tier of the goddess at this late stage in the game, knowing that we're spamming our abilities and I got the money, we might as well.
Ooh, it looks like Oh no, that was an accident.
The Sunfire Cape, when hitting the ward, just activating the Baron there, but it does reveal that they were there and that they are at least a little bit damaged as Jules comes in with the taunt. Durganoon following up on Jules, but unfortunately put in such a bad spot as Whitefire is able to body block so successfully that Durganoon is now in such a terrible position, shut down by Corpse Bride, as all 5 members of Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies are here in the Baron area. We'll see if they are able to get out alive as that double E from Periphery and the ult coming out from Jules. A beautiful 4-man Seraphine ult as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts gets the kill onto Rel. The star does get onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts as the Drowsy will lead to Who Ate My Pop-Tarts falling. Poggle is on the backside as the star is going to be the one to fall. And a beautiful double resurrection for Who Ate My Pop-Tarts and Durganoon as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts is TPing back in. This is really dangerous as with Who Ate My Pop-Tarts, Periphery, and Poggle, that's spelling, and all members of the Red Team Alive, that's spelling a Baron for Jake's Jammers.
That's right.
Periphery, I have to say, obviously Who Ate My Pop-Tarts is playing phenomenally, but that ultimate ability to stop Dr. Fox PhD from taking down everyone.
Jeff's kiss.
Right. And with that, it'll be a beautiful reset where there are so many items already completed on the on red side with about 6,000 more golds than their opponents, and spread pretty nicely amongst the team.
Absolutely, evenly balanced. But I think the real question here is who in fact did eat the Pop-Tarts? That's what I
It might
know.
be Corpse Bride as that bubble comes out and the heroic swing does not connect to a wall. Poggle is in a dangerous position. Oh no, Jules is here on time to keep Corpse Bride still as Poggle is able to get another kill.
Blue team's catching up in kills, but I don't think their momentum is enough, unfortunately, as red team just keeps pushing.
As they're down nearly 7,000 gold now. It's not enough, certainly, as they're going to need to do something serious here as Zangy stuck in place for quite a while. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts and Jules are able to secure that kill thanks to Periphery's double stun. And another stun onto Whitefire as they are forced to W away, but the ult from Rammus comes out onto Dr. Fox PhD. A beautiful ult from Periphery, and the star will try to ult back, but it will not be enough as Poggle is here for another supporting fire, covering fire coming down, and the star is going to fall. This may be the end of this as Corpse Bride will get a kill onto Poggle. The shutdown goes to them, but the Baron is taking down most of Corpse Bride's base as they are trying to go back and forth between these areas. The bubble will miss, and that is a full ace for Jake's Jammers as the gold lead has stretched to 10k difference. And with 10 seconds before anyone besides Zangy comes back up, the first Nexus turret has fallen, and it looks like Durganoon is wasting no time. Jules, Who Ate My Pop-Tarts, Durganoon, Periphery, and Poggle have... I wanted to say that they've done it, but it's taking a little longer than expected. No, they've done it. They've won game 2 of the night. Jake's Jammers successfully dominating, thanks especially to Poggle, Periphery, and Who Ate My Pop-Tarts.
I mean, they all played well.
Yes, they all played extremely well. But that 24 and 12 in the bot lane, and you know me, I always have to give it up to the support as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think there was some. I mean, obviously the one, but there were some other great Seraphine plays there. The great Seraphine ult, but there were some other great Seraphine plays there as well. And then let's not forget Poggle, right? Poggle came in with some clutch revives.
Absolutely. All right, and so we are going back to the Pro League for the last game of our night. We are going to be watching Orn's Otters once again as they now face off against Kaisa's Kittens. And we happen to be the first in the lobby. And so as we ruminate on that game, the massive amounts of fighting that occurred in that game,
Was it
Poggle
still
says
2
they
per minute
were-
at the end?
I believe so. I don't have the number in front of me, but I believe Poggle, you might have been public enemy number 1. It might have been Who Ate My Pop Tarts. It might have been the enemy team because you sure were chasing them around. But as we await the members of the 3rd game of our night, we're headed back to the Pro League and we are going to take a short break. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more League of Legends from CMSA.
See you in a minute.
Jake's Jammers versus Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association, and we're off to the races. All right, they're on their top side. I am headed bot, and that is exactly what we see. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts getting a beautiful QE onto Black Lily as Doopies heads over with that EQ from Leona, and Black Lily forced to barrier as it looks like that is going to be the end. Forced to flash away. Doopies gets that flash Q onto Black Lily as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts takes first blood. And it looks like Soul Point is well within reach for Jake's Jammers. Poggle Shark attacking Black Lily, looking to get in. The public execution lands onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts as Poggle is looking to do as much damage as possible. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts does fall, but not before Poggle is also going to fall. Mina the Assassin and Doofy's also taking too much damage from Skippy McSkipper as this looks to be a pentakill. Oh, they're giving it. They're trying to let... Oh, there it is! A pentakill for Skippy McSkipper on Hui. In just 2 spells, Skippy McSkipper is able to root and destroy as they send out an ult and a QW to Doofy's. Shark Attack Flash ult, and Doofy's is going to fall to Black Lily's rocket, as now with that red buff, it is just a complete tear into the blue team here. And with that, that looks to be a very, very secure dragon for Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association with their nearly 7,000 gold lead and just beautiful amount of damage being poured out of Hui. Dangerous as Quaib is now potentially the one being collapsed on. King Yeti, Mina the Assassin, and Strawhead Zangy are here. Poggle looking to help as Doofy's is coming down as well. Quaib in a bit of danger. The ult gets launched by King Yeti as Shark Attack tries to flat ult in, does not get a full stun as Mina the Assassin is able to stun his, and Skippy McSkipper gets the kill onto Syndra up there as a Super Mega Death Rocket comes out from Jinx this time to secure the kill onto Poggle. Jake's Jammers instead saying, hey, if they're going to Baron, let's take one Drake. The public execution comes out from Poggle to try and get onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts. Instead, Starhead Zangy tries to get onto the backline here. Instead, it just gets immediately shut down as the Doofy's ult comes out onto Quaib and onto Poggle. And we'll see Quaib nearly falling, but instead does not, as all 5 members complete a full ace onto Jake's Jammers. Like 30 seconds before anyone is up on Jake's Jammers. This game is over. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid and clear.
And they're still trying for the Drake just to pad the stats a little bit.
Got Quaib trying to finish up that Drake, but this game solidly in the hands of Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association as we finish game 1 of the night in just 33 minutes. As we are now ready to start game 2 of the night. Ooh, big danger zone. Ooh. C9 Soups is stunned, ignited, and the flashes come out, but will it be enough as Tiltree Clinton able to get a beautiful ignite as both summoners are spent and Sky will be felled for first blood headed over to Tiltree Clinton.
As Warwick comes starting running in bot lane, hot on the heels of Tiltree Clinton and 5 Alicia. Will he dive the turret? Yes, he does. He flashes and he gets the support kill, but unfortunately the turret turns around and kills him in return.
Yeah, ooh, okay, Jogon committed here. Ooh, but the ults come out from both Five Alicia and, ooh, the ult is popped by Sky as they are able to get a shutdown onto Tiltree Clinton, and Jogon just trying to walk out of there. The minion will secure the kill for Tiltree Clinton as Five Alicia trying to get away from Sky. Just
they're just pushing, Tiltree and 5 Alicia are pushing into the mid turret. Stop the recall of Xayah by Felicia comes in and tries to run away from the Swain. Swain ults, killing. Oh, and everybody comes in to kill the illustrious bot lane of Vygar's Vixens.
Yeah, a beautiful collapse from all 5 members, or all 4 members, I should say, that are alive of Zyra Zaddy's. If I were Sky or Zane Zephyr coming in, especially now seeing that Fibelisha and Cake Monster are right behind. Sky looking for a root, pops that ult, and they're looking for Fibelisha. Fibelisha Zanya's as Blazing Bowman gets onto Jogan. Jogan forced to ult away, but Sky is able to get that kill onto Fibelisha. Now with a blue buff, they're looking to get Cake Monster here. Zane Zephyr launching the Dark Binding, unfortunately not able to connect. Blazing Bowman coming right back around as Sky gets the root, and now it is a potential collapse of 4 members of the red team. Nasus pops that ult, getting onto Zane Zephyr. Zane Zephyr is going to fall as Cake Monster follows them all the way across with that flash. C9 Snoops trying to flash away, but will it be enough? They do get the root on, but the Wither is coming out as Motan Bob secures that kill. And it looks like a Mountain Drake to secure Soul Point for Vhagar's Vixens. Jogan and C9 Snoops are in a position to contest. Sky on the way. Okay, Fibelisha once again rooted and being burned down by that Dragon Force to flash out as Zane Zephyr pops that ult. Blazing Bowman is trying to get on top of them, fleeing, rooted, stunned, but it is not enough as Blazing Bowman secures this kill onto Sky, and Zane Zephyr likely going to fall, and C9 Snoops also in such danger from the Brand burn and Motown Bob's burn. Without the Baron, they may just look to take an inhibitor here. Jogan wants blood though, launching the ult onto Fibelisha, but Tiltry Clinton is here for a little bit of help, gets all of the combo out, but Jogan is going to be able to get that kill. Beautifully done. Sky in danger as Cake Monster jumps on and gets the kill there as Kib forced to flash out, and the Jogan just with 10% of their HP, maybe even less. Blazing Bowman quickly gets the Q onto them. Cake Monster continues the assault. This may be the end for red side here as it's now 3 members down, 23 seconds until Sky comes back up, and 4 members of the blue team launching an assault on the mid lane. They're taking the inhibitor even though it looks like Nexus is pretty open. Let's see. They take the second inhibitor and that is going to be nearly the end of the game as only Jogan is about to respawn. Will he be able to push them away? Ooh. Looks like the intimidation check seems to be working. Oh no, Jogan's stuck in place, stunned, rooted, and that will be a lot of damage coming out from Brand and Syndra. 1 Nexus turret is gone as Sky opens up their ult and tries to get onto Tiltry Clinton. Does not land that root, and Zane Zephyr does not hit the Dark Binding onto Fibelisha as Fibelisha now running away. Jogan able to get onto there. Cake Monster ults and Jogan ults in return. It looks like it's gonna be a full ace from the red side as Nasus still ults, ghosts, gets onto the Nexus and quickly dispatches with this game as game 2 of the night goes to Vhagar's Vixens in quite a dominating fashion. We are ready to begin our last game of the night. We see what they each want. Shark Attack landing a beautiful hook onto the star, gets on, the ignites are traded out, and Shark Attack is going to fall as Whitefire flashes forward for first blood. The star still raring to go as both lethal tempos are stacked up. The barrier comes out from Black Lily as well as the star. The star able to get an E beautifully onto Black Lily that saves Whitefire. And it is a double kill in the bot lane for Xayah. What was a growing gold gap has narrowed just a little bit back as, ooh, Jules is caught by Shark Attack's hook. And Jules is in big danger as Quaib gets the stun onto them. But Pest able to get a lot of damage out. Ooh, the ult from Pest does not get the stuns necessary, but Quaib will fall to Pest. Now Shark Attack, CMSA Skipper and Black Lily forced to run away. The Ignite comes out and the Swift March will get a double kill for Pest as Shark Attack falls. Yeah, we'll see. Quaib is very strong at the moment. With 4 kills, 2 deaths, and that Heartsteel and Volcanic Rooker. Oh, another one is Poggle, level 17, trying to get onto Durganoon, but Jules is here and Whitefire in tow for the disengage. Jules may fall to Poggle as the Poggle launches their ult and gets the healing that they need. Durganoon is going to fall as well as they continue the 2v1. The star.
Who can push the lane more, Cass or Fiora?
Okay, we've got Fiora coming in onto Pest as the Miasma comes down. We'll see if Pest is going to be able to 2v1. Poggle, oh, dodges the Cassiopeia ult, and it launches the Ignite as Pest will fall solo. Not even needing the help from CMSA Skipper. Poggle has proven, nope, I'm the one you need to be worried about in this game.
It really is, yeah. And I think, I don't know, like Echo is stacking. Ooh.
There we have Shark Attack walking blind into Jules, as Jules has taken over this part of the jungle and past the star, and Jules are able to get the first kill that will make a difference as Shark Attack has 40 seconds left.
I'd like to point out that Fiora teleported to base and is trying to get all the inhibs that they can, and only Mordekaiser is turning to answer that.
Yeah, here we go. It's one final siege. Just seems to be as the Jules is able to get onto them. Pestilent, it's a beautiful ult onto Skippy Skipper. Skippy Skipper forced to ult away as Durganoon launches them into the ult. And Jules is going to get a kill onto Fiora as both Nexus turrets fall. And this is securely a game for Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies as they have taken game 3 of the night. Pest, Whitefire, Jules, Durganoon, the Star, standout performances also from Pago, Quaib, Skipper, Black Lily, and Shark Attack, but it's not enough as Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies takes the last game of the night.
Was it shop.cmsaesports.com?
Exactly.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night. Tune in next week. We're gonna know at least who's nominated for each category, for each role, and we'll be talking about. Tune in. We'll see what we talk about next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
And welcome back. We are finally ready to begin the draft of the third game of the night as we close out the 7th week of CMSA, League of Legends League. And we are returning, just like we promised, to the Pro League, where we are going to be watching, once again, Orange Otters on the red side. And on the blue side, Kaisa's Kittens. And
Where we will see if this will be the final battle to see if they can outdo the blood and gore from the last game.
Yeah. I doubt it, given how much blood and gore was in that last game. But I was promised some trolling. I spoke with Orange Otters, and they said, hey, did you know that we pick things just to troll you? I could guess. I could guess, but I did not know. So we've got already the Zac ban for Kazik on Orange Otters, and then we see Yorick and Warwick being banned against Kaisa's Kittens on the blue side, and a Garen ban as well.
And I think it was a Frosty bot lane, so that means that they're going to ban Twitch and or Kaisa. But most likely Twitch. Or not? Oh wait, no, that was the wrong ban.
And with that, we do see the Mordekaiser ban coming out.
Morty. I always call him Morty. He's like an old man.
Morty. I mean, he is like some 1,000 years old or something like that.
Chat's saying they don't have audio.
Oh, no audio.
I don't know if that's us or the game.
It doesn't look to be us.
Okay. Unmute.
Is this real? I got no audio. Is this? Nope. You've got audio. I just checked.
Yeah.
It says, oh, Titor. I thought it said yours for a second. Like it's your fault. Nope. Not us. As Twitch is let through the first round of bans, and we've got Frosty Penguins on Twitch.
As everyone on Orange Audi breathes, or gasps that they let the Twitch through.
And
been a while
in response,
since we played Twitch.
Yeah, I feel he was one Twitch was let through maybe 2 weeks ago. I think you might not have been. It may have been 3 weeks ago when you were not present with us, Mike. That we did see a Frosty Penguins Twitch come through, and immediately there was regret in the room. But in response, we've got Shyvana and Samira. We're following a little bit of the standard once again, as we've got a jungler and an ADC. We'll see as Zoe Relivere and Squall what they end up choosing. We've got Milio with Twitch. So
okay, extending the range, helping out with the shields and removing some CC that may or may not be. We'll see.
Yeah, that
Milio's
range is getting even further.
Yeah, Milio is usually a pick against something specific, but also when you can extend the range of somebody like Twitch, that's even scarier.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, and we've got the jungler coming out as well, so we do have ADC support jungle on the blue side here. We'll see if the support gets chosen on red as well. But Milio with Twitch, I wouldn't be surprised to see Yuumi as well. I have hands up for those who have victimized others using Yuumi. I have been in my Masters games duoing with a Twitch main as me playing Yuumi, unfortunately. I will admit that. It's dastardly.
I've done it. I teamed up with a very tiltable Yi for about 100 games, and I got and I was just a Yuumi and went on him when he went in the jungle at like level 9, and we won.
That's
we went on like a forever game win streak.
Was that before
So-
the best friend changes?
Yeah, it was before the best friend changes. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he got mad at me and blocked me because
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
hop on him once. After we won like 100 straight games in a row, and then he got mad at me for one game I didn't.
Yeah,
Pushing
your
it time or something.
insolence had to be punished. What can we say? As we are now in the second round of bans, we do see Rakan rounded out that last pick of the first round of picks for Orange Otters. Then we've got Morgana and Cho'Gath being banned against Kaisa's Kittens, and Misfortune is the ban. Thinking that Gunny is returning to AP Misfortune, we've got a ban against it specifically. Tiddlywink, hello in the chat. Who out here shaking their coins, winning on the Rift? It'll be Samira. Literally the one emote in the game that does damage. Her coin flip. And with that, with Mel and Gone, we'll see how we finish out each team here.
I didn't know. I forgot that her emote did damage.
Yeah, it does 1 damage if you can manage to land the coin on an enemy.
Okay.
So
Didn't Twisted Fate used to have like a coin passive? Yeah, everybody in the game got an extra gold.
just 1 extra gold?
Or no, it was like 3 extra gold per minion kill, I think.
Yeah,
For
Twisted
everyone in the
Fate, every time he kills a minion or kills anything really, he rolls a die and he gets 1 to 6 gold extra on that.
No, I
whatever
meant
he
like
killed.
I meant old Twisted Fate got that for everybody on the team, I think.
That's funny.
I'm looking it up.
That would be really strong. In addition to him having his full kit. And so we've got Nasus and Kayn. Okay, so it's looking like we've got Nocturne in the mid lane, Kayn in the top lane, Nasus in the mid lane. Not sure where we're going on that side. And let's see. Now that the choices have been made, we've got Shrimp Wheels was traded Nasus. Shrimp Wheels is going to be in the top lane. Alex Foes on Nocturne in the jungle. And Squall on Kayn mid.
And which team said they troll pick us?
Orange Otters. And so
Orange
it's not even Kaisa's Kittens that has promised the trolling.
Well, we've got infinitely stacking versus infinitely stacking in the last pick there.
Yeah.
Teemo versus Nasus, that's not going to be fun.
I think we'll hear some yeah coming from the top lane.
I was hiding.
Yeah.
Um,
That Twitch too.
I think I'm going to give it to, or I'm going to predict, not give it, but I'm going to predict Kaisa's Kittens is favorable here.
Oh. You know what? I'll bet against you for the last game of the night. I see Aurelion Sol, and I see the counterpick of Samira. And I'm not saying counterpick to Twitch. I'm saying counterpick to Frosty. Frosty already joining in chat saying we hates the Samira.
We do hate the Samira. However, Ulet came through. However, this is Frosty's Twitch, so but her wind wall or whatever it's called, the little spinny spin, it would probably block his ult, wouldn't it?
It would, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it is about smartly using that. Of course, it's on like a 27-second cooldown, I want to say, at level 1. So it's not going to be the most useful all the time. We'll see how Frosty is able to use it to get an early lead, because with Milio, I'm curious if Zoe Relibear is going to be able to push Rakan off of Frosty Penguins in time to stop Samira from being able to get that extra bit of damage that might win the lane for Shades and DRK.
Sorry, I think I'm bleeding from cork.
Uh-oh. No bleeding on Twitch.
He got me.
Oh no. The cat sting strikes again.
He does. He never cares about me at all unless I'm in bed or casting.
Oh.
But it is
Well,
close to food time.
we do have a minute and a half. If you do need to run, we could take a small break. Just
Oh no, I'm
No?
fine. He just got me. He just got me. Yeah. It's fine. It's not bleeding. I thought it was.
okay.
Anyway, so we're back and quirkless. So yeah, so you're giving it to the Aurelian Soul and Samira counterpick. I can see that. I can see that. I do think that Teemo also can play well against Nasus, right? Depends on how Nasus do and how the game goes.
Yeah, and we will see as Nasus and Aurelian Soul both want this game to go pretty long in my imagination of who they both are. And we'll see as Shyvana wants to take all of those Drakes. This may lead to an Elder Soul game, as those Drakes are going to be high priority. I mean, we just had a sub 30-minute game in the Ruby League, so we are potentially due for a long-term banger, and we'll find out in just 30 seconds.
So Tiddlywink in the chat just pointed out, and it's true, like the Wither against Samira would also be a good counter.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see how Shrimp Wheels is going to be using the Wither this game, because it might be the pivotal spell of any of the spells that are obviously Nocturnal is extremely powerful for the coordination that Samira and Rakan are going to need across a fight. So if Nocturne is able to use their ult successfully, if Kayn is able to use his ult to get out of a sticky situation instead of being charmed instantly to death, I have a feeling that Kayn is not bulky enough unless we're going red Kayn.
Right,
And
but it is
so-
Space Group Teemo, so I think that's one of my favorite skins.
And with Space Groove Teemo, we are now ready for the third game of the night. We are watching Kaisa's Kittens versus Oran's Otters in the Pearl League once again to finish out Week 7 of CMSA's League of Legends League.
And
We'll see.
here we
Oh,
go.
you know, the crawling on all fours almost had me think Frosty was Nefiri instead. Oh, already got one shot fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Okay.
Gunny doing some Aurelian Soul things.
And, you know, ranged into melee in the mid lane. Obviously, Kane's not your typical mid laner. But serving in that assassin-like role, or bruiser, potentially. We'll see as Gunny's going to be able to bully a little bit for at least the foreseeable future.
Yeah, at least until he gets a mana item. I am curious though, what skin is that?
I'm not sure. I'm not well versed in the Aurelian Soul skins.
I want it. I want it.
Okay. Already, Zoe Reliver being very aggressive in the lane, losing a little bit of HP for it though, as DRK pushing for what could be the first level 2, and we'll see as it's secured here, and no engage coming out from the bot lane here as, oh, there it is. Zoe Reliver gets knocked up, but Shades does not go for the passive jump in.
Looks like the Kayn is being super aggressive towards Aurelian Soul as Emilio just took a chunk of hit too.
Yeah, Squall taking so much damage as the full breath from Aurelian Soul will do so much damage as they're just stacking dust and Kayn forced to flash out.
No, I love it. I love it when I'm playing Aurelian Soul and people just let me poke them. They stand at, like, you know, groups of people stand in my E, like they don't know oh, you're giving me stacks. Like, yeah, it doesn't do damage. Just stand there for a while. It's fine.
Yeah. What you don't know won't hurt you until later.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely the amount of executions that we might be able to see coming out from Aurelion Sol will be exciting. I'm excited to see it, and already the CS gap is forming in the mid lane as Gunny's able to put out a lot of push pressure, being a real mage, a control mage, into what's essentially a bruiser jungler assassin who's now waiting in the bot lane for the right moment to strike, as Alex Foes coming in for a gank along with Squall, as DRK and Shades have gone in, and Shades slowed by that Kane W, forced to flash and barrier, as here comes Alex Foes. DRK is forced to flash as well, as they've now gotten all 4 sums out of the bot lane for essentially nothing.
See, he's trying to farm champions instead of minions.
Yeah, but with that, it's verging on 3 times Kane's CS for Gunny Hartman over here.
And Tiddlywink pointing out in the chat that Kane's not a real person until he morphs. So
Yes, absolutely. And Frosty Penguins does get first blood onto DRK in the bot lane. And with that, that's a really nice early advantage. So we're going to see whether it's mid lane favored or bot lane favored, as there's an early lead. Ooh, Shades able to get on top of Frosty Penguins. Frosty forced to barrier, but that may be it, as no, Frosty is staying in lane, forcing Shades out of the lane instead. So we will see how this proceeds, as now Squall is back in lane again. Not able to get to those last bits of CS on too close to the turret, but
we're almost at the 5-minute mark. How are our stacking champions doing?
oh, there's not going to be that many stacks. But let's take a look. Got Aurelion Sol 33, Shrimp Wheels 100.
Okay.
100 spells, at least you're getting to 400 by 20 minutes, at least with that.
Yeah.
And Shrimp Wheels is only going to ramp up.
So I was worried that he wouldn't be able to get it with the Teemo Q, but it looks like he's still able to stack.
We've got Squall here going for another gank, as... oh, will he go for it? Yes. He's starting to eat through the wall, as Space Dandy is withered, but has also popped his W to get the extra movement speed, and nothing lost on Space Dandy's part, as Squall has once again left their lane to try to get something, giving up a plate to Gunny. And the first Drake will be now started by Kazik, Shades, and DRK, as Gunny's out of mana and Squall is ready for the chase. Alex Foes coming in unaware that the dragon is being taken, thinking that he is just going to push Gunny out of there. Now, with that Cloud Drake taken, Alex Foes potentially in a little bit of danger.
A lot of bit of danger. They could have pressed that, but they didn't have the vision to make sure.
Yes, or the stun, as DRK is just a little bit far behind. And of course, the bot lane wants to get back to start CSing. There's a little bit of a gap emerging, as Frosty Penguins has been able to stay in lane to push these. Ooh, really nice knock up from DRK, but it is not enough, as Zoe Relibear is able to disengage Shades from the fight before they're even able to enter. Okay.
Oh.
With that, Zoe Relibear will be knocked off once again, as DRK is just going for that little bit of poke. Frosty, though, level 6. We'll see what they're able to do here, as Shyvana Kazik is in the lane, goes for the fear. The fear lands onto Frosty Penguins, as they are forced to flash away, and Shades going for it, but not able to make the connection, as A barrier and a flash lost.
That was some
Frosty
good
Penguins.
reactions on. That was some good reaction on Melio's part, Zorella Bear, saving his ADC or their ADC, excuse me.
Absolutely. And once again, we've got Squall and Alex Foes now coming in on the top lane as the Nocturne ult is popped. And we'll see the flash comes out from Space Sandy, but they will be slowed by that W. And this blind comes onto Alex Foes, and that's it. They're able to get away.
Captain Timo on duty.
Captain Timo fleeing successfully.
That's what he does. His whole job is to run. Just, make you run through some mushrooms.
Right. And we may see the map soon littered with mushrooms as Timo is now level 7. And 3 members of the blue team already taking the grubs as Gunny is now here. See, launches their ult and the Star Forger. But it is not enough as there's no grub taken by the red team, and it is dead even in gold with just 1 kill separating. That kill belongs to Frosty Penguins.
Much lower kill game than.
Yeah, DRK knocks up Frosty Penguins, but now it's reversed as Shades is forced to walk away with just 25% of their HP. Now DRK walking back to the turret with feathers between their legs. Yes, 100%. There would have been 18 deaths already at this point in the Ruby game that we just watched, and we're watching a very careful, stacking, slow game. I can see the Rod of Ages being built by Gunny Hartman, as well as potentially the Hubris being built by Squall to start stacking themselves.
It's a slow burn.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you have to stack to be alive in this game. Shyvana looks like she's coming in for a gank bot lane, maybe?
Waiting for the opportune moment. As DRK gets his knockup onto Frosty, and the charm comes out as the dance, and Shades is ready, starting up there. They're still stuck on A rank as Shrimp Wheels is landing here, and all of red team is disengaging as Alex Foes has popped their ult. The darkness is coming in. Shades jumping in and forced to flash out right after as Shrimp Wheels, very little mana, but now forced to walk right back after shoving that wave. And with that, Timo, free push on top lane.
Okay. Timo on duty. Yeah, as an Aurelion Soul player, I know the mana pain all too well, but he's doing well with it. Gunny is almost 50 farm up.
Yes, and with that, it's going to be even sooner for the Roa and for the Seraph's Embrace, which are so necessary. But the Rylai's will be the first item built by Gunny as they're looking to slow and continuously stack, hopefully on any of the enemy champions, to continue collecting their Stardust.
And that's a bold choice, right? Like, I usually go mana regen, typically because I need it, but he went tier first, which is a valid choice, but I think it doesn't get you as much mana as fast.
Okay. We've got the second Drake of the game coming up. The Hextech Drake is here, and 4 members of Kaisa's Kittens are here to defend it as DRK and Shades are trying to disturb the vision control here. Gunny starting up the Drake just to pull it out in some direction, and that'll be as Kazik approaches, trying to finish their blue buff in time to get here as well. Squall trying to get on the other side of it. And we'll see Squall able to start the fight with Gunny as they are looking to back Kazik off of this Drake. DRK launches their ult as Kazik follows up with theirs. Squall forced to walk inside as Kazik gets the kill onto Alex Foes, but then a beautiful set of executes from Gunny Hartman as Frosty Penguins gets 2 kills, Gunny Hartman gets 2 kills, and ultimately Kazik and Gunny Hartman will be the last 2 members left as Oran's Otters secures the Hextech Drake.
I know Gunny got a lot of stacks out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
The E was on the team fight the whole time.
Yeah, 122 stacks for Aurelion Soul and 282 for Shrimp Wheels as they just run out of mana in the top lane.
They're about on pace for what we expected.
Yeah, perhaps even a little ahead as they are going to be able to hit that 400 mark by 20 minutes. Okay, we've got Kha'Zix taking those chickens, but not going for any gank. Oh, going? No. Potentially looking for something and then thinking better not. And with that, we've got an Ocean Soul coming up this game. That means larger plants, more intense rewards from taking them. Those healing plants will be plentiful.
Yeah, always good.
Ooh. Okay, just missing that dance onto Frosty Penguins to knock them up. That could have been dangerous for Shades and DRK as they were just a level down at that point. Here's Space Dandy looking for a skirmish, it seems, as Shrimp Wheels does not want any. And
got no time for that.
And Shrimp Wheels forced to back under their turret as now, oh no, they are staying. And with that, Kha'Zix is managing to get behind Squall, as Squall does not have an E to jump through these walls. They try to ult inside of Shyvana, and we'll see as that will be the Star's Descent, the ascended version that Gunny Hartman is able to take Squall's last bit of HP with.
So even if he got away, he wasn't going to get away.
No. Okay, there's the knockup that DRK has been looking for, but with that, without Shades exactly in tow, it seems to be all for naught as DRK nearly giving up their life, and Frosty Penguins does get the execute there. And with the Herald up, it looks like Alex Foes and Kha'Zix are going to have to duel for it as Gunny Hartman is going for Shrimp Wheels. Shrimp Wheels forced to ghost away in order to get out of here alive. But the Ignite and the Teemo Poison will secure the kill as Space Dandy takes that kill. Alex Foes popping their ult, creating the darkness as Squall is coming in around the backside. It's a 2v3, but they seem to be happy with their odds as it's the Shadow Cane now unleashed and on the map. Squall, in danger as Space Dandy, Gunny Hartman, and Kha'Zix are able to simply kite him away.
As the bot team is pushing pretty heavily, I don't think they're going to be able to get another turret here with them both standing there, but Samira is pretty low.
Yeah, Shades unable to put up a true defense of that turret at their HP, but with Kha'Zix, Space Dandy, and Gunny Hartman securing the Herald, it seems like, once again, it's going to be a top favored game for red side and a bot favored game for blue side, and we're going to have to see which one of those wins out in the end.
Playing back and forth. Tug of war, as if it were.
And with 45 seconds until the Ocean Drake comes back on the map, DRK is the first to arrive to the scene with wards, as Squall will be the first target. Potentially, Kane looking for a way out, but unable to as they try to queue back in onto Gunny and Kha'Zix and lose their life in the process, making this ultimately one man down for blue side, as Zoe Reliver is looking to get some vision as well to potentially set up a steal for Alex Foes, but with a member down and Gunny aggressively going for some, instead going for the turret here, which may earn them a little bit more pressure on this Drake that is set to arrive now.
Get some prio at least.
With that, the Drake is started. Red side looks to be pulling it out a little bit as Alex Foes, Zoe Bear, and Frosty Penguins are trying to sneak around to get a flank. Here comes Gunny Hartman flying in, and with that, the ult will be popped by Nocturne, but not in time to get the Drake as they are going on Gunny Hartman. Squall getting the kill there as DRK is trying to keep Frosty Penguin stuck. Frosty will fall as now Kazik Shades able to get their beautiful ult off as Shades kills Alex Foes. Now ready for more. Kazik able to get the kill onto Zoe Reliver. DRK stays alive, and that will be a 4-for-1. Only losing Gunny in the process, and that begins to set the stage for a snowball.
That MVP, or I'm sorry, that Samira ult is an MVP play. I mean, we'll see how the game turns out, right? But that was possibly, I mean, the game was already a little bit in their favor, but
yeah, 100%. That is going to be the danger, as if Samira's able to put out so much damage with just that one ult. Will Frosty be able to claw back the lead that he has built up for himself, or will Samira still be a force in spite of being 40 CS down in lane and most of the attention going up towards the top lane and the mid lane?
Timo holding his own against Nasus here as Rakan comes in to help him.
Yeah, we'll see as Shrimp Wheels is able to, with that fleet footwork, just move so fast, and stack move is just Nasus's game plan, it seems.
Yeah, and then pretty soon the stacks won't matter. He'll have so many.
100%. Here's Kazik with ult. So Irrelevant seems to be staying just a bit too long, but that soccer ball will give just the right amount of distance. Gunny looking for something here as well, potentially, as Milio is caught by Kazik. The E comes down from Aurelion, and Kazik will fall as Frosty Penguin's going for Gunny, but will be immediately super stunned by a series of unfortunate events, including the Rakan W, the Samira suppression, and if that wasn't enough, the Aurelion Soul ult comes down even after Frosty has fallen.
4 people for that turret, and he needed 1 hit.
Yeah, and Alex Foes and Squall are here to try to stop this siege, but it does not seem like they will provide enough resistance. Squall flashing forward, trying to get onto Gunny. Will R to get a little bit of extra damage. The Q comes in, and it is not enough as DRK is able to shield and heal just enough for Gunny to stay alive. Of course, the Leandries and the Riley's Crystal Scepter providing that little extra bit of bulk for Aurelion. Here's Frosty coming back in, looking for something, does get a lot of good damage onto Gunny, but it may not be enough. It is as the Collector procs, and Frosty able to get back a little bit of gold after that fateful push that took 2 turret plates and the last bit of the tier 1 turret in the bot lane. On behalf of Orange Otters, of course.
And if you look, that the Kayn is just unfortunately really far behind in XP. The level 10 to Aurelion Soul's level 12. I can't read it now, but I think it was level 12.
Yeah, it's just all of the roaming did get some crucial sums, especially out of the bot lane that put Frosty ahead. But when a roam goes south and you've given up a lot of prio in the mid lane to a stacking champion, it's extremely dangerous, as then you need to start pulling out even more drastic plays to break even.
Well, it's high risk, high reward, but that was the risk part we were talking about.
And as the Ocean Drake potential soul for Orange Otters is approaching in just 33 seconds, we've got all 5 members of the red team flying down here. So Irreliver has already secured some vision here, but we'll see as Shrimp Wheels launches the Wither onto Shades. Shades forced to just fall to the back line as There's going to be some draining of HP from Gunny Hartman. Zoe Rillebear trying to keep Shrimp Wheel's HP up, as now it's just 10 seconds until the Drake arrives. There's some good vision planted by Zoe Rillebear, but not on that banana brush, which is firmly in the hands of Orange Otters, as Midwave Prio is now also in their hands. We'll see as their Space Dandy may be able to flank around. Frosty Penguin's looking for the right opportunity. The Nocturne ult is popped in space. Squall is trying to get onto Space Dandy. The Shyvana ult comes out for the extra bit of stun onto Squall. The Ascended Aurelion Soul ult will be enough to stun and protect Shades while they're ulting, and that looks like it is a very clean and strong win of this battle for Orange Otters, as Alex Foes is going to be the next to fall. Only DRK has fallen on Orange Otters, and that is an ace.
That's an ace, and they may be able to get inhib out of that if they try. If they're going to get Dragon instead of or Baron instead.
Yeah, Space Dandy's going to be taking that last Ocean Drag to get the Ocean Soul, while the rest of the team takes Baron, securing all besides the Grubs or Kazik and Orange Otters.
We've been asked for well, we'll have to wait for him to be alive. I think we've been asked to get a NASA stack count.
All right, we will do so. And right now, we can see 253 for Aurelion Soul. That's making his execute an 11.6%. As what we missed was Space Dandy not being able to stay. Oh, but DRK gets the Ocean Drake to secure the soul. Beautifully done. As now Nocturne, angry, looking for blood, will be able to get on top of DRK. Kazik in danger as Shrimp Wheels has gone on there, but DRK, beautiful W into an ult to secure Alex Foes and Zoe Rillebear stunned and charmed. But Kazik in danger, farming their Grump as they are still enemies in the jungle. Forced to give it up though, as Frosty has now... Gunny, can't you just play Yi, says Nasus, as we are scared of the Aurelion, it seems. There is a lot of danger coming out here. Alex Foes smites that blue buff to secure it away from Gunny.
Can't you just play Yi?
Yeah, beautifully done by DRK to secure the Ocean Soul. I mean, if that went any longer, they might have been able to get it, but Space Dandy trying to take it by themselves and then falling to Squall is just so unfortunate. Ooh, the ult comes down and connects to Zoe Rillebear, but it will not be enough to secure a kill for Gunny Hartman there. Squall trying to get in, not realizing that there's 4 members of the red team here, as Squall leads them right to Frosty Penguins as DRK gets the charm on there, as Squall then gets knocked up by DRK. Oh, here it comes. Another flyby from Gunny as they are taking turret shots. They will fall. Oh no, they won't. The Ocean Soul will give them ticks of HP back, and it is just crazy. 3 for none as they have the Baron push continuously going into the mid lane. This is looking dangerous for Kaisa's Kittens, as there's now a 9,000 golds lead in favor of Orange Otters.
Next is let Nasus have. Not that it worked well.
A beautiful knockup from DRK leads Nasus to lose half their HP as Nasus is at 600, almost stacks at 26 minutes. Pretty darn good, but will it be enough as the Baron minions will reduce the damage they're taking?
Twitch sneaking out, trying to get some damage onto their fellow bot laners, but they just walked away.
Okay. Here's Squall trying to get onto Space Dandy. Space Dandy flashing away. Perhaps necessary since Nasus was waiting in tow. Now we've got Alex Foes trying to claw their jungle back from Kazik, but Kazik is too fast here. And now Squall in a dangerous position as Alex Foes is trying to leave out the other way. Any safe way out of their own jungle, as DRK has now become the Herald of Doom, the harbinger of stuns and fleas and eventually damage, as where there's DRK, there's follow-up from the team now. Kazik finding Zoe Rillebear, launching the ult to get a flea as Zoe Rillebear trying to get out of here. Shades is also here as Frosty Penguins launches their ult to get Kazik down to half HP. Gunny trying to provide some covering fire as Frosty Penguins just going for the wave now as the Sky's Descent is coming in as the Nocturnal is popped onto Gunny. Now Gunny forced to Zanya's as the rest of their team, DRK, is able to get a beautiful knock-up onto Alex Foes to secure the kill there. Squall is going to fall as well. It's now just Frosty Penguin, Zoe Reliver, and Shrimp Wheels. Gunny's looking for more.
Looking for blood.
And with that, there's 20 seconds until Alex and Squall will be back on the map. The inhibitor looks to be gone as Shrimp Wheels forced to ghost away from just the flyby from Gunny.
Well, depending on how blue team plays this, or how red team plays this, they may be able to actually get a turret if they, if they come out too far, they might be able to capitalize on it. But it looks like they're playing smart.
Yeah. We see Kaisa's Kittens not trying to push up too far to get caught by DRK, and Gunny just pushing that wave in to get the last bit of stacks that they can and flying out. Meanwhile, the rest of the team continuing the siege in spite of the fact that their Baron has run out. It's now 1 minute and then 1 minute 30 until the next two epic objectives, the Baron and now the Elder Drake will be spawning.
Space Dandy saying, "Let's go."
Okay, I think that might spell how this game ends. We do see that they are 11,000 gold ahead, so I wouldn't be surprised if Orange Otters ends up winning this, especially with the item lead in the key positions that are necessary. Most of the gold on Kaisa's Kittens, any gold advantage that might lead to equalization, is all on Frosty, requiring Frosty to be the pivotal member of the team. But of course, Rakan able to negate essentially Frosty's entire damage output just with a charm and a knockup.
Right. Not to mention the Teemo blind. Yeah,
if Teemo's able to get close enough, exactly. So we've got 10 seconds until the Baron is up, and we've got Orange Otters. Kazek is looking in the jungle. Of course, there's so many Teemo shrooms here. Anyways, they see Frosty Penguins here, and they are quickly able to get on Frosty Penguins forced to barrier away, but it will not be enough as Space Dandy's poison will get them, and Shrimp Wheels and Alex Foes will be next as it's only Squall and Zoe Relibear left. Kazek, Gunny Hartman, DRK, and Shades are looking for blood here, though, as Zoe Relibear stuck in between all members of the red team and will fall as well. It's just Squall left to clear these super minions that have made it into the base, and Gunny not willing to waste any time focusing down the mid lane.
Yeah. Brings the turrets down, or brings the minions into the turrets, trying to knock them down. Squall coming back out, trying to do something about it. Not so much. Ults and gets away, but not too late because Kazik is just wailing away at the Nexus. Can he do it?
Frosty Penguin's trying to put up some resistance, but it is not enough as Orange Otters takes the last game of the night. Game 3 goes to red side. Gunny Hartman, Kazik, Space Dandy, Shades, and DRK are our winners tonight.
That is how you do that.
Yeah. We can see, let's go right up to, oh, it's Storm, Dragon, Aurelion, Soul to answer your question about the scan. I don't know if you saw Tiddly's message.
I did, yeah.
Okay,
it'll be in my inventory soon.
Oh, good. GG to Orange Otters and to Kaisa's Kittens. You know how it feels when there's massive shoulder-to-shoulder crowd and you have to walk through them? That's what the CC felt like. That's what it looked like, I'm sorry to say, Saint Dizzy.
Not as bad as the first game, though. Like, I think the CC in the first team game was monstrous.
Yeah, 100%. And with that, we have just a few things left to share before we leave you tonight. Of course, I think we complimented the people that we think might win the invitational, so we might not need to harp on that unless you have any parting words for it, Mike.
Looks like instead of Ban Yi, Gunny needs to change his tag to Ban Soul.
Ban Soul. as on-screen celebration may be coming soon. I didn't see it on the
There
my
it is.
OBS. Oh, you did? Oh, hello. It comes on the Twitch side. Nice.
I
Okay.
don't know what it is. It looks like shells.
That's the Kappa.
Oh,
Or no, it's the
gotcha.
PogChamp. Not Pog, not Kappa. What the heck? It's the PogChamp. Okay, so ARAM Mayhem League. Sign up now. CMSA esports.com. It's under the ARAM section, not the League of Legends section. Make sure you're there because, Mike, I think you're going to be there. I'm going to be there. We're all the cool people are going to be there. Those games aren't going to get cast, and it's just for fun. No try-harding necessary, but maybe
We'll
maybe some people will win. Maybe some people will lose.
I have the best ARAMs.
I have the best ARAM augments. I always get the best. Remember to redeem your giveaway tickets to enter the giveaway for the drawing tablet. Remember to vote in the invitationals. Invitationals are coming up in just 2 weeks. It's crazy.
Right.
It's the end of the season.
And there's other leagues too, right? There's Magic the Gathering, there's Dungeons and Dragons, there's whatever. Sign up.
Yeah, sign
Join
up for
the
Dungeons
Discord.
and Dragons League is also open. There's tons of other leagues that are open, and in between seasons, there's always cool events that are happening. So if you're interested, hop down in the panels below and join us on Discord. Go to cmsaesports.com. Go to shop.cmsaesports.com to get cool merch. And tune in next week for the last week of the regular season. Mike and I will be there, casting as always, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it.
Be there or be square.
Be there or be square.
Have a good night.
Bye.